Oh, we are late to the show. All right. I promise I can explain everything. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm super late because I decided to be a dummy and update software right before I went live. And when I updated my software, it basically got rid of my entire setup and I couldn't go live. I should have updated the software after my live tonight, and I'm an idiot. That's why I'm an hour late. I've been scrambling to try to get live for the last hour. But, you know, we're going to stay alive for a long time. Let me grab myself a drink, and then we're going to get started here, guys. Okay? Well, I got to set the ambiance, too. Forgot about that. There it is. 1 second, guys. Okay, everyone, we're going to get started here. Can I please, okay, really quickly, let me explain while I am an hour late, okay? All right. Let me explain. I can explain, and we're going to get started. I'm going to answer everyone's questions all night. All night. Let me explain. I got to explain to my Discord, too. All right, let me explain to my Discord. I decided to update my overlay right before going live. I'm telling my Discord. You guys can hear while I'm telling my Discord. It broke everything. No surprise. Hold up. So I sat on the phone with my computer engineer brother for an hour fixing it. But we live now. It's still not correct. My overlay, how you guys see it, this is not correct. It's mostly correct. It shouldn't say severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings there. It should say winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings. The colors are off, but I was just like, screw it. I'll finish fixing the rest of it after this live tonight. But this is what I want it for you, okay? We have our totals getting updated here on the side, whatever. I broke everything. I'm an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot, guys. We're going to get started here. Let's quickly go over what's happening. Let's quickly talk about what's happening. Got some heavy snow falling through portions of Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, Oklahoma, 2 mesoscale discussions, both that have to do with mixed precipitation. We don't have a heavy snow mesoscale discussion yet. Oh, did that really just happen as I said that? I'm going to click this. It's going to say heavy snow. I am impeccable with timing. There's your heavy snow mesoscale discussion. I'm just looking at this like, why don't we have a heavy snow mesoscale discussion over Oklahoma City? You're getting dumped on. I swear that was a coincidence. Someone please clip that. Like, please someone clip that and put that in the Discord. That's hilarious. Okay. Anyways, there's your heavy. Okay, there you go. We have a heavy snow mesoscale discussion. This probably should have been here an hour ago. But there we go. So, wintry precipitation, Midland up to Dallas-Fort Worth region, and then above Dallas. We also have a mesoscale discussion for heavy rainfall heading out towards Killeen, Austin, San Antonio. Let me summarize this up for you. It's a mess. It's a mess, and it's going to get worse. Okay? It's a mess, and it's going to get worse. I want to show you something, and then give me 60 more seconds, and I'm going to answer as many freaking questions as I can. And I'm going to be up late doing it. And I'm so sorry for being on late, and it's probably going to hurt my stream, but hopefully not. But again, I decided to try and update my overlay before I got on, so it screwed me over. Okay, let me just go over the latest, and then I'm getting to all your questions. And it's going to take me It's going to be annoying changing between these because I'm not used to it. This isn't how I usually have it set up. Okay, let's get into the latest. Let's get into the latest with... Actually, what I can just do is this. Why don't we just keep that bad boy on, and I'll go between weather-wise, and I'll go between this. This is what I should be doing. Chaser cam. And then I'll put... nope, not that one. Pivotal. That's what we're going to do. So I can just transition back and forth. All right, here's the latest from the Euro, right? Here's the latest from the Euro. Still seeing a little mixing. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the latest precipitation or snow totals from the Euro, although we can really just take a look at the National Weather Service now. Let's get into the central U.S. Still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good for most people. Nashville is going to be somewhere between like 1 and 5 inches. You're really on the line there. I want to see what the Mid-Atlantic's looking like. DC's expected 9 inches. Baltimore's expected 9 to 10 inches. Philly 9 to 10 inches. New York City still 12 inches. Most of Virginia looks okay. We can see this. Here you go. Here's the latest expected snow totals from the National Weather Service. This is brand new, updated. The National Weather Service thinks 11 inches into Philly, 11 inches into DC, 11 inches into Baltimore, 12 inches into New York City, 17 inches into Boston. Holy smokes. Am I on high end or expected? I'm on expected. Okay. Interesting. Virginia's great. Southeastern Virginia, it's going to be tough. Yeah, why not? Why not put 13 to 14 inches expected from the National Weather Service into Pittsburgh, Ohio? You guys look fantastic. Kentucky, Evansville, Owensboro, Cincinnati, Louisville. Let's give you 11 to 14 inches. Oklahoma City, oh my gosh, 13 inches. There's no way. 9 to 12 inches. Tulsa, oh my gosh. 8 inches into St. Louis potentially. Looks pretty good. High-end totals are going to be even crazier, but we got to look at the high-end totals before I get to your question, because I really want to see what they're showing for some of the high-end totals, because I know these are going to be wonky numbers. Let me go back here. High-end. Oh my gosh. High-end for Philly, 13. High-end for New York City. The National Weather Service thinks there's a chance New York City gets 15 inches of snow. DC gets 13. Baltimore gets 13. They think there's a chance Boston gets 21 inches of snow. Let's take a look at some of the big areas. Central to Northern Virginia pushing 9 to 15 inches on the high end. Central Pennsylvania, why not give you 20 inches, 16 inches into Pittsburgh. Columbus, 13 inches. Cleveland, 14 inches. I mean, Cincinnati, Louisville, 14 to 18 inches high end. This is high end. And then you take a look at Evansville, Owensboro. Yeah, like 12 to 15 on the high end. This is just crazy, guys. Bowling Green, 8-9 inches on the high end. St. Louis, 13 inches. Oklahoma City, 15 inches on the high end. Tulsa as well. I mean, you guys can see this. Pretty crazy stuff. All right, but let's get back to live radar, and I want to get to answering your guys' questions. Absolutely insane. By the way, the ice totals, I guess I should have showed the ice. I'm not going to go through the high end and low. I want to answer your guys' questions, but here's the expected amount. Charlotte, you're expected to get over half an inch of ice. That is crippling ice. So are you in the Research Triangle, central to southern and eastern Virginia. It's actually not that bad up here. 1/4 inch ice up through the Mid-Atlantic. It's not good, but it's not a half inch to an inch like we're seeing down here. Atlanta, upstate South Carolina, Charlotte through the Research Triangle up towards Greensboro and eastern Virginia. Obviously, central to northern Mississippi, this could be catastrophic ice here. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Western Tennessee, getting down to northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and then Dallas-Fort Worth and central Texas. Again, bad. Now, I will get into answering questions. We've got to go over all that stuff. How's everyone been? How's everyone doing? 550 people over there on TikTok. 86 people watching on YouTube. What's going on, guys? I'm so sorry I'm late. And I'm sorry that my overlay looks weird. Again, I decided to try to update my overlay before I went live, and now it says severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings instead of blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings, and there's a bunch of stuff on here that makes no sense. But this is going to work for now. I'm going to keep our snowfall forecast here on the left side. If you guys see directly under me, you can see the snowfall forecast. I'll keep it here for now. Those dark oranges are over a foot. The lighter oranges are 9 inches to a foot, and then the yellows are 6-7 inches, and then the dark blues 5-4 inches, and then it gets lighter. Okay. Anyways, that's what's going on there. Let's get into some questions. How's your day been? My day's been good. I've been very busy, very busy. Love this. Bold, what's going on? Mama Bear, Gemini, Sassy, Delaney, Jasmine, Mary, Morgan, Marissa, Carly. I know I'm missing a bunch of people, but anything in Michigan? Southern Michigan right now is looking over the next 72 hours. I'm talking about Detroit all the way out there toward Grand Rapids. Maybe get a couple inches if you're lucky. Michigan City, I guess that's not even in Michigan. Fair Plain, maybe 4.5 out towards Ann Arbor, 5 inches. Detroit, 5 inches possible over the next 72 hours. What's in Western Pennsylvania? What's Western Pennsylvania looking like for accumulation? Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like Pittsburgh up to Oil City, up to Erie, down really the entire western edge of PA could see anywhere between 9 to 13 inches, maybe more. Sadie, what's going on? What's going on? I'll try to post updates in the Discord as it continues here. Wow, some of these things are just too big. One second. Alert location, alert title, alert. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed that I decided to try and update this before I went live. This is such a mess. There's way more than special weather statements. I don't know why this isn't pulling. All right. Anyways, guys, what about Delaware? Delaware right now, your expected totals. The lowest expected total in Delaware right now is 6 inches, and the highest is about 10 to 11 the farther north you are.
Valley, PA over 14 in.
Let me make that bigger. Hey. Let me see here. Joey, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Are you still thinking Lehigh Valley over 14 inches? Yeah, I think it's
I think that snow heavy and feely would that cool
I'd give you 10 to 12 inches
because how heavy the snow is falling.
I'd give you 10. I'd say 10 to 12 inches, but still 14 inches would not surprise me in the Lehigh Valley. Aluka, $5 super chat. It's going to snow heavy in Philly. Wouldn't that cool the upper atmosphere and get rid of the sleet because how heavy the snow is falling? Yeah. So the problem is though, there is no sleet. And it's not like. The warm nose is pushing itself up behind it, so it's gonna push out that the air is gonna cool, but the warm air is gonna push out that cooled air. It's different if it's been sleeting, freezing, raining for a while, and then you have some cooler air coming in that's gonna transition it over. The warm air, you're gonna have the cool air, and then the warm air is gonna come and push it out. I don't know if I explained that correctly. It's not the right sequence of events. Louis, $2 super chat. Did you have a question to ask? Because you didn't ask a question there. If you have a question to ask in there. I'll look for it.
Indiana, north of Evansville.
Foot still in southern Indiana, north of Evansville. Yeah, I could see you guys getting more than a foot. If we're being honest here, let's see what the National Weather Service has Evansville getting right now. 13 inches. About 30 minutes north. Expected 11 inches. Yeah, you guys are looking pretty nice there. Appreciate the $2 super chat, Casey. How much is Philly getting right now? The expected total in Philly is 11 inches. I lived in Philly. I understand how Philly works. I'd expect 9 inches in Philly. But if you get 11 inches, yeah, why not? Why couldn't you? Why couldn't you get 11 inches? What do I know? Why question the National Weather Service, right, guys? I do know a little bit, but well, I wouldn't be doing this. Here, I'll be able to zoom in and give you guys totals on here. You can tell. Well, if you can't see on the left side, I don't know if you can turn the phone sideways on TikTok still to see my
snow
presentation
and ice
sideways.
Totals for Berryville, Virginia.
DJ with the $2 super chat. Snow and ice totals for Berryville, Virginia. Let me sure. Let me actually, I want a better way to do this because I want to how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Berryville, Virginia, because I don't want to look it up on my main screen. So let me do this. When people ask me about places that I'm not sure where they are. All right, so you're just right out there to the northwest of Washington, D.C. You guys are expected 11 inches. Your high end's going to be upwards towards 14. Yeah, we're there towards 14. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Thunder snow? Someone's going to get thunder snow. Louis, $2 super chat. Oh, there it is. Hey, Connor. You think they're... Sorry. I was looking for your question. I appreciate you. Oh wait, that's not okay. You're just okay. Whoever, Louis, I don't know how to pronounce it. Another $2 super chat, no question. Lucas. Oh, one second. Hey, Connor, you think there's a chance where Long Island sees mostly snow and only a little bit of sleet? No. Well, okay. Why not? Well, let's just take a look at it, right? I don't think so. Let's do this. Let's do this. Mid-Atlantic. Okay, let's take a look at the latest Euro. How it brings the snow in. Let's compare it to the GFS. Ooh, the GFS. Did the GFS move north, guys, or am I tripping? Oh, the GFS moved quite north. I was busy with my kids tonight. I didn't see the last model run. What's the GFS put for snow out here? Probably still a lot. Yeah, still a lot. Still a ton. Still a ton. Listen, you're going to see some sleet and stuff, but you're going to get so much snow. It's going to snow probably longer than it's going to sleet. I don't think the sleet's going to ruin your snow. I think you're going to be just fine. And this isn't going to be like warm sleet. You guys are going to be so close to... Some of this could actually all be snow still. It's going to be borderline sleet and snow. It's not going to be pure sleet. I think you're fine with ice. I wouldn't worry about too much about that ruining your snowstorm. I really wouldn't worry about that ruining your snowstorm. How much does urban heat change snow totals coming from Louisville? Louisville, I don't think is going to change it much. New York City can change it drastically. If New York City didn't have the urban heat, that can change it from 10 inches to like 7 inches in some cases. It can really, really put down your snow totals being in New York City. Whereas if you were to be 10 miles outside of it, it's different. Not always, but if it's really, really cold, if New York City is like 25 degrees or below, or supposed to say 20 degrees or below, the urban heat is not going to be enough to really affect it that much. But I mean, if you're like 25 to 30 degrees, the urban heat's going to affect your snow totals a lot. Gonna be watching football on Sunday with snow. Nice. I love it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Hi from Long Island. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, by the way, I appreciate the follows, the subs, guys. Super Chat just being here again. I always like to say thank you. I appreciate you guys being here in stream. We're making a big push this week. Fun storm. Hoping the ice is not as bad as it's showing. There's going to be people who lose power. It's going to obviously be an issue, but appreciate you guys being in here, hanging out with me tonight. Lane, what's going on? Brett, what's going on? B, what's going on? Otto, Carly, Ellie, Tyler, Texas. Ice storm warning. Why don't I have all my winter storm warnings on? I guess I don't need them on right now. It just gets a little messy. But here you go, just so you guys know. You're all in a winter storm warning. You're in an ice warning down here, just so you guys know. But yeah, it gets a little messy, so we're going to keep that off for now. Mesoscale discussions, I'll keep these on because these are important. If you're in these mesoscale discussions, if you're anywhere in here, this is mesoscale discussion for ice and mixing. Dangerous period right now in there. And then you have your heavy snow mesoscale discussion right in here, which includes Oklahoma City and Tulsa, baby. If you're not in heavy snow right now, you will be soon. Buckle up, buttercup, as we say. $2 super chat from Jill. North New Jersey.
Work at 8 a.m.
Snow timing.
Flushed face emoji.
Work at 8 a.m. Let's take a look. Snow timing for North New Jersey. Right there. That's 3 a.m. Let's say 5 a.m. give or take 2 hours. 5 a.m. give or take 2 hours Sunday morning for North Jersey. Final answer. Final answer. Jill, I appreciate the $2 super chat. All right, let me go. I didn't miss any, did I? Okay, good. Can the ice move further south to... Is someone asking for ice? What the heck is that? Get that cat off my screen. Oh, it's 200 coins. Actually, put it back on my screen. Gemini, I appreciate you. B, let him cook. I lost my Alabama question. Crap. Oh, can ice move further south to North Alabama? Are you asking ice to move further south to North... Do you want me to give ice a call and ask? This ice could 100% move all the way down to Birmingham, I think. If the models always struggle with warm air aloft. I always talk about that, and we're going to see. But I don't think it will get all the way down to Birmingham. But, well, yeah, look at the high end. That's where it stretches it to. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa. Oh, my God, would you look at that? Oh, my gosh, would you look at that? Yeah. Thanks for agreeing with me, Weather Channel. Or National Weather Service. Could definitely get down there. But that's the high end. It's about a 10% chance of happening. Dallas. Sleet. Ice. Stay off the roads. I hope you have some bottled water, some extra food, and some gasoline if you're getting gassy to your house. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay. What the heck is happening on my computer? South Carolina upstate, is it going to be bad? Well, I don't know. Can you see this side screen? Upstate, Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson, you guys are expected to have over a half inch of ice. And on the high end, over an inch. That would be very, very bad. If you get your expected amount of ice, it's going to be bad. You're not going to have homes that are destroyed. You're going to be without power, and trees are going to fall down, and the roads are going to be undrivable. It's not like this, and then you have Arctic air moving in afterwards. But, look, it's 2026. If this were like the 1800s, I'd be like, okay, a lot of people are about to, be unalived. It's 2026. We're going to be okay. Stay in your home. Obviously, you have time in upstate South Carolina. Make sure you have some water, some food. Maybe you have a gas stove in case it gets a little warm. If you're uncomfortable being there, just get in your car, drive a little south or something. You know what I mean? We're going to be okay. But yeah, it's a crippling ice storm that's expected there. Not from me, from the National Weather Service, and I agree. Megan, I appreciate the $1 super chat. Oh. So it told us for Huntington, West Virginia. Huntington, West Virginia. Let me know if the music's too loud, guys. I always like a little bit of a vibe. You know what I mean? What the heck? Huntington, West Virginia. Snow. Well, let's go snow and ice totals for you guys. Expected ice, not bad. Even your high-end ice, well, yeah, a quarter inch of ice is bad. If you get a high-end ice, it's going to be not so good. But, yeah, your snow forecast, you guys are expected to get somewhere around 7 inches. If you get super lucky, you're probably going to be pushing 9 to 10 inches. 9 to 10 inches. Megan, I sent a message. Not sure why it didn't show up. I got you, Megan. I appreciate the super chat. What's up? Let me know. Messages aren't showing up. Yeah, that's weird. It happens sometimes. I don't know why. I got you, though. Ask a question. I got you. Ohio. Yeah, Ohio looks really good with all these northern shifts. I mean, even the farthest northwestern portion of Ohio could get 5 or 6 inches expected. So, not too bad. Let's get back to this storm over here. Sorry, guys. Let's see, Megan. Update on Peachtree City, Georgia. 30 minutes south of Atlanta. All right, well, there's Atlanta. So, yeah, Peachtree's right down here. Let's take a look at the ice forecast. Expect it, not much. You have about a 10% chance of getting screwed, Megan. Okay? Only a 10% chance of having a crippling ice storm. 90% chance you're perfectly fine. I like those odds for you, Megan. I like those odds for you. But regardless of if you get ice, it's going to get absolutely freezing. You're going to have probably record temperatures Monday into Tuesday, or not, or a record low temperature Monday into Tuesday. Yeah, probably. Another $2 super chat. Wait, do you have a question? Louis Infante. I don't know how to pronounce it. Appreciate you. No problem, Megan. Can we get Futurecast for the next 24 hours? Sure. Let's see. You know, I don't love how the models look on weather-wise, but let's see if we can, because I know people like looking at kind of how these look a little bit better on the, when you can see the snow a little bit better on here. Let's see if we have a nice HRRR look on here. Oh my God, my neck. Ow. All right. Let's see how our HRRR is playing this out. Do we get a nice reflectivity on here? Composite. No, we want precipitation type. Are we going to get precipitation type on here? Oh, there it is. All right. You guys ready? You guys are ready to run through the next 48 hours with me on here? Let's start down here. All right. What time is it right now? All right. We're at like, yeah, you know, we're at like 10 p.m. Central here. All right. Let's move this forward in time. All right, we're getting into midnight. 1, 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Here we are. Here we are at 7 a.m. You guys see where you live. Shreveport. Wouldn't want to be there. Dallas. Wouldn't want to be there. El Dorado. Wouldn't want to be there. Greenwood. Wouldn't want to be there. You know where I'd want to be? Bentonville, Springfield, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, Pampa, Woodward, Jackson, Memphis, Poplar Bluff, Oxford. Wouldn't want to be there. Birmingham wouldn't want to be there. I'm just messing with you guys. But no, I wouldn't want to be there. I'd want to be in the snow. All right. 7, 8, 9, 8. Listen, I know I joke around. It is serious. I've been telling people all week, prepare for this ice. So just trying to, help everyone calm down a little bit. We're all going to be just fine. All right. Let's keep moving this forward. All right. As we get into, we're 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, 1, 2. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this tomorrow afternoon, guys. Look at us tomorrow afternoon. Nashville. Heavy snow mesoscale discussion? I don't know. The HRRR thinks. The HRRR thinks heavy snow mesoscale discussion. I appreciate all the gifts, guys. I'm looking at all Yvette, Unk, Life, Nika, Lady Rocket, what's going on? Cassandra B, what's popping? Deanna, Wildlife, Legally, what's going on? Nashville's cooked. I don't know about that. Anyways, guys, want to move forward a little bit more? Let's get into like dinner time now tomorrow. Oh, all right, we're at dinner time. Definitely wouldn't want to be in Memphis at dinner time. Jackson, Columbia. You know where I'd want to be at dinner time? Owensboro, Evansville, Louisville. I'd really want to be in Bowling Green around dinner time tomorrow. You guys might be getting dumped on. But what's this? Why is it still snowing in Oklahoma City? Shouldn't the snow be gone? No. We've got a low pressure system here and we've got a low pressure system here. You guys thought this was just one winter storm? I should have titled all my videos back-to-back winter storms. It's one system, but we do have two separate low pressure systems here. You missed the ice update? Yeah, I got you in a second. And this is why some of these models are putting so much snow into places like Oklahoma City. It's like, okay, it's snowing right now, and then it's snowing 24 hours later. All right, let's push out like another 24 hours. I mean, it's snowing for like 30 plus hours in Oklahoma City. Anyways, this is dinner time tomorrow. Let's push into tomorrow. Let's push into Saturday, midnight, getting into Sunday. All right, we're getting into Saturday morning or Saturday night into Sunday morning. Here comes Philly. Saturday night into Sunday morning, Mid-Atlantic. There you go. You're having tons of fun up here in Indiana, Ohio, Detroit, maybe Chicago, a little bit of snow. Then we get into Sunday morning, and oh boy, everyone's waking up. All the kids are waking up in Philly, and they're like, Mom, I can't see out my window. Are we underground with snow? Mom's like, yep, Snowmageddon happened. Just like what happened in Russia. No, it's not going to be that bad. Well, on the high end, 15 inches would be pretty fun. All right, now we're pushing into lunchtime. We're pushing the lunchtime on Sunday. And then everyone up in Boston's having a great time. They're like, this is the first snow we've seen this year. It's not, but I know they've been having a bad year. Buffalo and Rochester are like, get this out of here. We've already had 80 inches this year. But anyways, we're transitioning up into New England. All right, we get all the way through Sunday. There you go. How long is it snowing in Cincinnati? Let's take a look. Anyone here in Cincinnati? It's called 6 p.m. tomorrow. Maybe 27, 28 hours of snow on and off, brief, or periods of very heavy. You could realistically be snowing for 26 to 27 hours in Cincinnati. It's not all going to be heavy snow, but like 26 to 27 hours where flakes will be falling, and it'll be off and on very heavy snow. One of the reasons when I'm taking a look at this, the HRRR is confirming my area I like. Right in here. We love it. You love to see it. And again, you guys wonder, oh, but we see all this sleet, we see all this ice. We see all this sleet and ice coming into DC, and I'm gonna get to answering all these questions. DC, Baltimore, Philly. We're not gonna get that much snow.
AccuWeather says 6 to 8 inches.
I got you. Trenton, New Jersey totals. No, I'd probably say 7 and 9, but you guys could push 11 plus. No, I'd expect 8 plus there. Okay. So here's the thing. Yeah, you could get a little sleet and ice on the back end. It starts snowing in Philly. Maybe let's call it 3 a.m. on Sunday. It's snowing. It's snowing. It's snowing. It's snowing. So 1 p.m. So that right there, guys, is like, I'm trying to do math and I don't want to do it wrong. You've got like 8 to 9 hours of snow, and then it's sleet, and sleet's going to accumulate on top of that. So you realistically could have 8 hours of snow, 4 hours of sleet, and then you get a little bit of ice. But it's that 8 hours, we'll call it 6 to 8 hours of snow, 7 to 8 hours of snow you have in Philly is going to be heavy snow. You're going to have periods of 2 inch an hour snow. So You're going to try to get all that snow before a little bit of sleet moves in. But don't worry. A little bit of sleet, a little bit of ice moves through the mid-Atlantic. Right behind it is extremely cold air. Your snow is not going to melt anytime soon. Appreciate the $2 super chat, CJ. Anyways, that's what's going on. Someone asked for an update on the ice. Let's take a look at the update on the ice. Here's our current storm. Oops. Here, I'll give you a quick run through. Ready? I'll give you a quick run through. Here's what's about to happen over the next 48 hours, guys. Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Gosh, Southern Illinois, Southern Indiana, Central Ohio. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting blasted. Southern Missouri. I mean, same with like OKC. Insane. By the way, watch what's happening down here. I don't think this has been talked about enough. Definitely could have severe weather down here. Maybe a little bit of a tornado threat. This would be as we get into, man, what is this? Sunday afternoon? Yeah. So let's watch that. Could even be before then. All right, let's get, I'm going to just answer the ice question, and I'm going to get back to answering all of your guys' questions. Ice is important. Here's the expected amounts. What are the main areas we're worried about? If you are expected a ½ inch or more, you're in here. Pay attention. Obviously, we see where the main target zone is, though, right here. You guys know where you live. And then, of course, this area out here is all expected a ½ inch or more. Not going to be a good time. It's all a ½ inch or more. Who cares if you get a ½ inch, if you get an inch and a half? Once you get to a ½ inch, trees and power lines are coming down. It obviously gets worse than an inch, inch and a half, but at that point, everyone's losing power or you have widespread power outages. Not everyone's going to see this bulk ice. It's going to be more local spread, but this is the general area we have to be concerned with. All right, let's get back to the radar. Let's get back to the radar. By the way, your son says hello. What? NWS says 6 on the low end, 14 on the high end for New York City. Yeah, quite the range. What, around 10, 11 inches on expected for New York City? Yeah, these storms always do wobble. Wobble, wobble. What's Maryland going to get? Snow and ice and sleet. No, it depends where you are in Maryland. If you're in, we'll call it California. I'm going to call it DC and East and North. You could easily get 9 to 13 inches.
/KY/VA border and in Knoxville.
The only area that may see under 5 inches of snow is when you get out towards the beach. Is when you get past California out towards Salisbury. You might see 5 inches or less, but you could still see more. North of California, north of Salisbury, you're pushing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The farther you get north in Maryland. Can you break down the Petersburg, Virginia area? Sure. Give me 1 second. Legally Lindsay. What's going on, Lindsay? Hey, what's going on? All right. $2 super chat from Pete Wilder. Southeast Kentucky on Tennessee-Kentucky, Virginia border. And mods, remind me what Lindsay was asking about in Virginia, because I have short-term memory loss, obviously. $2 super chat from Pete Wilder. Southeast Kentucky, Tennessee, Kentucky. Oh, that area right there. You guys are expected from the National Weather Service. Let's see here. Oh, man. Expected 2 to 3 inches of snow on the high end if you get super lucky. Are you feeling lucky? Are you feeling lucky, Peter? If you get super lucky, maybe 6 inches of snow. Ice, your expected total for ice is about, you guys, yeah, ½ inch of ice potentially in that region too. So that's not too good. So make sure you're prepared for that. I think you're going to get snow. I don't think you avoid snow.
How much snow for Lewisburg, WV?
I got you in a second, Spencer.
20 and say sleet and no snow. Last could that sleet end up turning into snow?
Petersburg, Virginia. I got you. Give me 1 second. Petersburg, Virginia. Yeah, you guys are expected 3 inches right now. 10% chance you get a little bit lucky. No, you're expected and high ends around the same thing. Let's see what your ice is. Your ice isn't even that bad out there. It's still pretty bad. Right now, National Weather Service is expecting you to get about a 1/4 inch of ice and 3 inches of snow. I'd probably say 1 to 3 inches. I don't know if you're going to exceed 3 inches in that area. You definitely could, because you get some sleet accumulation too. A 1/4 inch of ice can knock out the power. So Chance for power outages. I think you'll get a little bit of fluffy snow accumulation on the ground on the front end of the system before the sleet and the ice move through. $5 super chat from Spencer. 3 questions. How much snow for Lewisburg, Virginia? How can it be 10 to 20 and say sleet and no snow? Last, could that sleet? Okay. Okay, so you're asking about Lewisburg, West Virginia. Let's keep our fresh eyes on the radar here, guys. Lewisburg, West Virginia. I like where Lewisburg, West Virginia is. Lewisburg, West Virginia. You guys are expected to get. Is this? Am I seeing things? Am I seeing things? You guys are expected to get 13 inches of snow. On the high end, you guys could get 16 to 17. You know, here's your ice forecast. Yeah, it's crazy that they have some ice into there too, but not much. Maybe you guys look like you're at elevation, less than a quarter inch of ice. From what I see, that whole border, once you get up to Lewisburg, all the way running up through the panhandle of Maryland, up through Harrisburg, Scranton, up into upstate New York, the Hudson Valley, Lehigh Valley. I think you're all going to get good snow. I think you're going to have a good day. Don't listen to the haters.
How much ice or snow for Chattanooga, TN?
I got you in 1 second. Could you please look at Coker Creek, Tennessee, near Georgia? Okay, yeah. Whoever pinned that, remember that for me for 1 second. Give me one second. My wife's next to me. Everyone say hi.
Hi.
There she is.
Show me on
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. There she is. Wait. Guys, look. It's her with Taylor Swift. Wife reveal. Wait. Which one are you, babe? She's this one. All right. Let's get back to answering questions. Okay. Yeah, let me answer Coker Creek first, Tennessee. Let's take a look at that. Do you want to take over and start doing my stream tonight?
Sure. I have a lot to say.
Yeah. Coker Creek. Oh man, you're far down there, southeastern. Yeah, you need the high end if you want to get an inch of snow. Maybe about a 10% chance to get an inch of snow there. Ice forecast isn't too bad. I mean, well, yeah, isn't too bad for your area. So honestly, if you get everything expected what the National Weather Service expects you to get, you guys are going to get maybe a dusting of snow, not much ice, and it's just going to be freezing. Yeah, you're in that little Tennessee Valley area. You're kind of protected from a lot of, it feels like you're kind of protected from a lot of the elements. You guys get some droughts there, don't you? 1,200 cats, $2 super chat. Not a bad area to be that down there in southeastern Tennessee, although if you want snow, it's not the best area to be. $2 super chat, I appreciate you. If any, how much ice or snow for Chattanooga, Tennessee? Right now, the expected ice for Chattanooga, Tennessee is almost none. Or you could get over half an inch on the high end. I don't see you guys getting no ice. I would probably say expect a quarter inch of ice into Chattanooga. Snowfall forecast, expected amount. Right now, not expected to get anything but a dusting. Maybe get up to an inch if you get lucky there. Maybe get up to an inch if you get lucky there. No problem. Jill said, "Hi, Mrs. Connor." It's Mrs. Climate Corner.
It's Mr. Emily.
Wait, what?
Mr. Emily.
Oh, me? Yeah. No, Mrs. Climate Corner.
Mr. Emily.
Hi, Cotter's wife, Josh said. DFW.
It's Dallas Fort Worth, if you didn't know.
Thank you. Yes, I know. Head of Connor's YouTube for a better chance to get a question answered. Yeah, baby. 600 people on TikTok. Dallas, Fort Worth. You guys have a mesoscale discussion above you, a mesoscale discussion out to your west. Winter, mixed precipitation. Summary. Freezing rain and sleet accumulations are beginning across portions of southern Oklahoma and are expected to spread east over the next several hours into northern, northeastern Texas and southern Arkansas. As precipitation increases across the region, freezing rain rates up to 0.05 inch an hour appear likely along the Red River into southern Arkansas. I know we don't have you in a mesoscale discussion, Dallas, Fort Worth, but we should. You got some sleet and ice moving your way. And behind this, we have freezing air. Even if you just get rain on the ground, that's going to freeze after the storm moves through as the Arctic air settles in. Heavy old Arctic air. Mrs. Cece. That's right. Are you a Taylor Swift fan? My wife's a Taylor Swift fan, and I like Taylor Swift. Not as much as my wife likes Taylor Swift. Oh, wait. Oh, that was literally my wife who asked that question. Oh, my God. Stop that. Evansville, Indiana, towards the bottom. Are we talking about... So you're saying you're towards the bottom of Evansville, Indiana? Like, I don't think it matters where you are in Evansville, Indiana, but... yeah, you guys are expected to get a foot of snow. High end. I still think Evansville or Louisville or Cincinnati could end up with the most snow out of everyone. I know that's not what most... I know most people are saying the most snow is going to end up being in central PA to upstate New York, but... I don't know, at least for the Ohio Valley, I think Evansville, that area. Yeah, 15 inches on the high end for that region.
What are your thoughts on next week?
Taylor Super Chat, what are my thoughts on next week? That we're going to have more snow in the south. I don't know if we're going to have a mega nor'easter, but I think we'll get more snow in the south. I'll go over that in a second. Could end up being another Ohio Valley storm. Appreciate that, Santino.
Let her call the weather.
Live stream, let her call the weather. Yeah, yeah, $5 Super Chat from Emmanuel. I appreciate you. She wants to start her own... social media, YouTube channel, streaming and stuff like that. So I'm actually working with her to do that. She just bought a bright pink, like 2026 desktop MacBook. It's actually, it's a cool looking computer. And then she's got like the pink keyboard and pink mouse. She's got a whole little setup right next to me over here. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Bowling Green, Kentucky. You guys are expected to have about 7 inches of snow. And if you're feeling lucky, maybe you get 9 inches. They're not giving you much of a high end there, huh? Low end? Oh, look at that. You still get 3 inches of snow. I like that for you guys. Ice accumulations. I don't think they're going to be too bad in Bowling Green. What's your expected amount? Oh, man, they are giving you... I don't think you're going to get... I guess it's possible. They're saying a quarter to a half inch of ice. But even their high end is the same thing, basically. Watch out for ice there, though. $2 Super Chat from Zentino. How much for Central New Jersey? You guys are expected to get still 10 to 12 inches. You listen, everyone in the Mid-Atlantic, we know how New Jersey, I lived out there. I know how Philly works. Listen, don't expect 10 to 13 inches in Central New Jersey. I don't care that the National Weather Service says it. It almost always underperforms. Let's bring that down. Let's be realistic. Let's say 7 to 10 inches, but the National Weather Service expects you to get more. Let's just call it. Let's just say that. Okay? We know how that area works. And also, if you do get a little sleet...
Can we go over Pittsburgh?
Sure. If we do get a little sleet, I appreciate $2 Super Chat, Jack. If we do get a little sleet, it'll compact your snow down a little bit. So, say you get 10 inches, it might look more like 8 or 9. Oh, no, I know. Not a big deal, but it might compact it down a little bit. Hey, Mr. Climate Corner, can we go over Pittsburgh? Let's take a look. Pittsburgh is expected to get a foot of snow now. 15 to 16 inches is possible. If you guys have like an absolutely terrible day in Pittsburgh, you get dry slotted. For some reason, a big, gigantic bowl gets dropped over the city and snow can't get in for 4 hours. And like a bunch of flamethrowers start shooting at the sky all over the city. It's the worst day ever. Like the absolutely low end snow possibility. They're still expecting you to get 5 to 8 inches. All right. Nicole, I appreciate you. Guys, I appreciate you. Simply. Dark. Jen. Nan. Caroline. All of you. SGT, Bonnie. I know I'm missing people. Pretty sure we're just going to get creamed in Pittsburgh. Hey, you know, we all use different adjectives. But yeah, creamed is fine.
Number one weatherman. Snow totals for just south of STL.
If you call me the number one weatherman, I'll literally ask. I'll answer anything you want. No, I'm just kidding. Name brand. I appreciate the $2 Super Chat. Snow totals for just south of St. Louis. Yeah, you guys are expected to get somewhere between 7 7 to 8 inches on the high end. St. Louis is one of my areas I've been watching for potential. I have my own thoughts in my head, obviously, besides what the National Weather Service thinks. St. Louis, I do think, is an area, St. Louis and even especially south of St. Louis, that I believe has a higher chance of hitting their high end than some other areas. So your high end is 13 to 14 inches. I'm not saying you're going to hit it. I think you have a better chance of hitting that high end than some other places do. Could this still move south? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this right now. You see where the snow line is right now? Ladies and gents, the Euro had this snow line up here like yesterday. So we're already seeing, I think, a little bit of a southern trend. I don't think it's major. I think the models did pretty good. Can we take a look at the temperatures right now? Because I feel like some of you are getting smacked. Can we take a look at the temperatures? Do you guys give me permission to do that? Oh my gosh, you have heavy snow bands in OKC and it's 14 degrees. You guys probably have 20 to 1 a ratio of snow right now. Let's actually go into the radar here and take a look at the actual precipitable water. Let's go into our pure reflectivity. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's watch this play through. I want to watch this band right here. This band right here is okay. Let's see if anyone in the stream is anyone in the stream in Shawnee. Anyone in the stream in Shawnee, Oklahoma. There's got to be one person somewhere. Shawnee, McLeod, Johnson, Prague. Anyone in those areas? I am. Leanne. Oh wait, Leanne? This little boy this little bad boy right here. This is blinding heavy snow. This is going to be fun. Go look outside in a little bit in Shawnee and the surrounding areas. Everyone out here is going to head out towards Omegalol. Just kidding. Okmulgee. Ocmulgee. And then Henrietta. This is a chunky piece of snow, specifically right there. Moving out east, Holdenville as well. Have fun with that. Go take some pictures, and if you're in my Discord, I want to see pictures, guys. If you're in my Discord, okay, I'm gonna get back to answering questions really quickly, though, guys. For anyone who doesn't know, I know a lot of you know. I have a weather Discord. I promise you, it's the best weather Discord out there. It has everything in there. Can I actually let me do this? Give me 30 seconds. Here's the Discord, right? And I explain it on streams just because it's completely free. It's literally free. It is 100% free. I only want people to get in it because I spend a lot of time setting it up. Snowfall updates, NWS 24 to 48 hour snowfall forecast. You got the national blend. You got the HRRR, and you have the NWS 72 hour expected high end and low end snow and ice totals. Like the 4 best models you can look at. Temperature updates every day. Forecast and outlook, rainfall, severe weather updates, wildfire updates, drought updates, earthquake updates, hurricane updates, MJO, ENZO, everything. If there's a tornado warning issued from the National Weather Service, it's instantly in here because it's connected to the National Weather Service. This Discord is. Flood warnings, PDS, SBC updates, everything's in here. You know, the weather memes. Do we have any new weather memes that I haven't seen? Oh. How did I just notice that? How did I just notice that?
Yo,
You see
Connor, is it
my wife.
actually gonna mix on me? It's cold.
I got you in a second, Kyle. And I appreciate the $2 super chat. My wife also says how immature I am. Obviously, I'm not immature because I did not even notice that until now. Who posted that? Carol Ann. Grow up, Carol Ann. No, actually, it's really, really funny, Carol Ann. Anyways, we got the weather memes. We got weather photos. You guys better start posting pictures and weather photos. We're already getting snow pictures and weather photos. You guys want to meet a ton of people who love weather and all this stuff. Just the link to my Discord is in every single one of my YouTube videos. Not linked to my YouTube Live. Any one of my YouTube videos. I post YouTube videos every day. It's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Just add HQ to the end of my name. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Let's get back to it. But it's completely free. I literally get nothing out of it except for enjoyment that people are using the stuff, the Discord that I'm building out. Kyle, yo, Connor, is it actually going to mix on LI? Kyle, you got to tell me what you tried to say there. LI. Am I missing something? That was funny. That was funny. It's a wiener, guys. That's the joke. All right. Check the 00Z GFS. Oh, yes, we do want to talk about there could be another one. I'm going to answer questions about tonight, but there could be another winter storm next week, and we'll take a look at it there. Oh, Long Island. I should have known that. It's you. I should have known that. Is it going to mix? It's probably going to mix a little bit on Long Island, but I don't think it's going to really do anything to your snow totals. Don't worry, because you have such cold air. pushing in as it's mixing. You're going to be okay. Okay? You're going to be okay, Kyle. You're going to have a great snow. You're going to have a great day, Kyle. It's going to be good. Okay, so let me really quickly here. Did someone just sub? I appreciate the sub. Appreciate the follows, guys. Brian, appreciate the sub. Yes, there could be another snowstorm next weekend. Let's just entertain it real quickly. I'm confident that Arctic air is going to try to touch the Gulf next weekend. And Arctic air touches the Gulf, funny stuff starts happening down there. That sounded weird, but the Gulf is one of the warmest bodies of water on the planet, and you get temperature gradients, baroclinic boundaries down there. When you get Arctic air pushing towards the Gulf, you get snow. Here's the 18Z of the GF. Here's the 18Z Euro. Okay, let's go to the 12Z Euro. Here's the 12Z Euro. There's some snow in Dallas. There's some snow out towards Houston. There's some snow, Georgia, South Carolina. We don't really know what's going to happen here. We all saw what the 18Z GFS did. The 18Z said, why not give us... Or was it the... Oh, no, it was the 12Z today. The 12Z said, we're going to have the biggest snowstorm that's ever been... That's ever happened in the last 100 years. Here's the... There. Do you want to see, guys, just for fun, do you want to see the 12Z GFS did today? Let's go to 4-day inches. All right, there's what the here's what the 12Z GFS did today. 25 inches into Atlanta, 22 inches into Charlotte, casual like 26 inches through central Alabama. It's 8 inches in New Orleans, whatever. No, yeah, it's crazy, guys. Now that's I don't buy it. Don't buy it. But do I think there could be a snowstorm down there? 100% next weekend. Next weekend, I do think there could be a snowstorm down there. What's the latest GFS do? Oh, is the GFS pushing this? Oh, the GFS, I think, wobbled a little bit. Did it wobble a little bit south? 18Z. It's looking about this. It's looking about the same. It's actually looking, the 18Z, 00Z GFS is looking like a stronger snowstorm for the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic, and New England. So congratulations there. And now getting further out. Okay, we can't see far enough out there yet. What did the 18Z GFS do? Does it throw another snowstorm out here? Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. There it is. There's the 18Z GFS. I appreciate the subs, guys. Did I just miss that? There's the 18Z GFS. Snow back into Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and up the coast. Major nor'easter, 967 millibar nor'easter. You would get New York City would see. Okay, just for fun, guys. We don't know if this is going to happen. This is not in forecasting range. Okay, so please do not go tell your friends that this is going to happen. I like the signal of a snowstorm. Don't tell your friends that this is going to happen. Yeah, this wants to put like 32. Let's call it 2 to 2.5 feet around Philly. Maybe 2 feet, 1.5 feet into Baltimore. Yeah, maybe 2 feet into New York City. Could this happen? Technically, yes. I don't think it's going to happen. Do I expect some sort of snowstorm next weekend? Maybe in the south, maybe up the coast. Somewhere, yeah, somewhere. I'm not going to get into details on it because we need to wait. Just like we were looking at this though before. I expected something. We thought this was going to be a little bit further south though, right? All right, let's get back into the storm. Do you think? I'll answer you, Cameron. Do you think the sleet could be mostly snow in the North Carolina foothills? Unfortunately, you're probably going to get a little bit of sleet accumulation in the foothills and maybe a dusting of snow on top of it. It happened before. Yeah, but it happened before in this. The blizzard in 93 was bad. I still don't think it put down 28 inches into central Alabama. I think that scenario would be bigger than the 93 snowstorm. But yeah, the 93 snowstorm was was something like that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Can we see the euro? Well, the new euro isn't out yet. The 18Z euro doesn't go far enough to see next week, so we're gonna have to wait on that. Have to wait on that a little bit. Can I look at Roanoke, Virginia? I said it the other day in my stream. I get all Roanoke. Hold up. I get all my Virginia cities mixed up. Roanoke, Virginia. There it is. Around what? Salem, Blacksburg. Okay, good. You guys are expected to get 10 inches on the high end. You could get 13. I don't know. I don't know if I'd expect that much in that area. I think 9 to 11, I guess, is realistic for you guys. Your ice forecast is pretty bad too, though. 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of ice, so prepare for that. It's not going to ruin your snow totals, but it's not going to be fun to play around in. Oh, what's up, guys? Tyler, Texas, ice storm warning. Could get big ice. I'm not expecting really any snow there. What are my thoughts on Clarkston, Georgia? Oh, it's annoying me that my overlay isn't correct. You guys could get big ice. I don't expect any snow accumulation down there. Dusting is possible. On the high end, you guys could get over 1/2 inch of ice, which would mean widespread power outages there in Georgia, around Atlanta metro. And then probably record-setting temperatures. I think it's Monday or Tuesday into that area. I do think so. Give me one. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Seriously, 1 second. All right, Matt, guys. I am back. I have returned. Dallas Fort Worth. Sleet and ice. Get ready. This could be the biggest ice storm you guys have had in quite a while. Wait. Did someone just become a member and I missed it? Did I miss it? Well, thank you if you did. Let's see here. Zach, are you in the stream? Let's see. Gainesville, Georgia. Expected ice amount, 1/2 inch. High end, 1 inch. If Gainesville, Georgia gets the high end ice, there's going to be people in that area that possibly don't have power for quite a while. A week, 2 weeks, maybe more localized. Let's really hope. I mean, even the expected amount in Gainesville, Georgia, 1/2 inch, just over 1/2 inch of ice is bad. The target area for ice out here in the southeast is basically, I'll say, yeah, Atlanta up through Gainesville, up through Spartanburg, Greenville, Charlotte, pushing all the way up basically to Richmond. It's basically Atlanta to Richmond, that line right there. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's get back to answering questions. I got you guys. Give me 1 second. One second, guys. This is my first big southeast ice storm. Congratulations. I'm half kidding. I mean, some people like experiencing weather. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're in an area that is, even if you get a quarter-inch of ice, guys, there's going to be power outages in your area. Once you get to a half inch, it's widespread power outages. Update for upstate South Carolina. The only real update I have for you guys is not really a snow update, but I want to say that your expected ice totals have actually gone up. They're about the same, but the entire upstate South Carolina is expected to get over half inch of ice. Upstate South Carolina is going to be. So all you should be concerned about is that. Make sure you have a way to stay warm. Some water bottles, some extra food. Pipes could freeze. You got to be careful with that as well. You get an ice storm, you get cold air moving in after, you probably don't want to be running your pipes. It says I don't have internet connection. I think it's lying. I'm still here, right, guys? I think it's lying to me. I think I'm being gaslit by TikTok. Tennessee update. Let's take a look at the latest for Tennessee. Here's your expected totals through Tennessee. We can kind of see where the dividing line is, right? From Johnson City, Knoxville, almost down to Memphis. You're north of this line. We're in that 1 to 3 range, and then up here we're in that, we'll call it comfortably 3 to 6 range. Obviously, northwestern Tennessee could get much more. Nashville's expected 3 to 4 inches right now. On the high end, still doesn't push it up much in this area because there's so much mixing going on. But again, that area, this is another area where we're mostly worried about ice. Look at this. Memphis, Nashville, Jackson, Columbia, Murfreesboro, Lebanon, potentially even Cookeville on the high end, Knoxville. Some big ice is possible, especially up there in the mountains, eastern Tennessee. Alrighty, let's see. I gotta push this back here. One moment, guys. Let me get this back up. Okay. How much for Fort Worth? Are we talking about ice? How much ice for Dallas-Fort Worth? Right now, let's see what's being projected from the National Weather Service. You've got... You're in a little bit... Well, no, you're not much... You were in a dry pocket. You're coming out of that dry pocket. Let's see here. Okay. Well, their website's down. I should stop telling people about this website because when too many people come here, it crashes. Luckily, I have a Discord where I update it every day, so I can go and look at what I said today. All right, winter storm update. Expected ice. Potentially, right now it looks like they're expecting a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch through Dallas-Fort Worth. 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch. Wow. There it is. They've upped it a little bit since this morning. It's still about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. I'll let that load in for a second. Oh, crap. Yeehaw, Ryan, cowboy. Thanks for the cowboy hat, Jess. Thanks for the cowboy hat. Yeah, 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of ice for Dallas-Fort Worth. So expect power outages in the area. Not everyone's going to see them. A lot of people could, though. I mean, a lot of people could. I mean it. All right. What was my TikTok telling me? Oh, it says I'm not doing anything on my live, so it's going to kick me off of TikTok. Confirm you're doing something on your live. Okay, here. Okay, now it believes me. Awesome. Awesome. Great app. Great app. Definitely not the reason why I'm trying to go full-time on YouTube. Connor, got a bad feeling DC is going to bust. What do you think? Nah. 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 This Arctic air mass is wild. This Arctic air mass is wild. Let's turn on the satellite for a second. What's our jet stream doing? There's the jet diving right there. There's the bulk of the polar air. No, you guys are so good. You guys are going to be just fine. You guys are going to be fine. What's our low end for DC? What's our absolute low end for DC? The National Weather Service thinks if you guys have the worst day ever, you get 4 to 5 inches. If you miss everything, horrible day, like I said, flamethrowers to the sky, the whole storm, you get 4 to 5 inches, which you guys I know would be happy with. We're not. I mean, you wouldn't be that mad, but that's a 10% chance right now. Although I know trauma, you should be traumatized if you're in DC, Baltimore, Philly. Not as much in Baltimore and DC. Philly should be way more traumatized because Baltimore and DC actually hit their averages last year. But Baltimore, DC, Philly, Jersey, I know you're all traumatized. You guys keep missing out, so I understand the trauma. I wouldn't be, like I said, I think your trauma ends here. Why is the snow skipping Dallas? Because you chose to live in Dallas, Tyler. Did you move to Dallas because they got a lot of snow every year? Tyler, did you move to Dallas to go skiing? Did you move to Dallas to join the bobsled team? If your question is why is the snow skipping Dallas? It's because it's Dallas. That's like saying why is the snow skipping New Orleans? But I do understand early on the models were putting snow into Dallas, so unfortunately there was a northern trend. I feel you, Tyler. I do feel you. There was a chance. There's still a chance. There's like 50 members that put snow into Dallas next week, but don't get your hopes up because we know what happens sometimes. But I'm just saying there's a signal. Yeah, the GFS is still loading through. I want to look at that. We're going to get our Euro not too long from now. But the real question is, why is the ice hitting Atlanta? Because it's cold. Because your air is going to be below freezing in Atlanta when moisture is running over it. That's why. Morrilton, Arkansas. Morrilton, Arkansas. All right. Oh man, you guys are in a weird spot. You guys are expected to get about 5 inches from the National Weather Service, and on the high end, if you get super lucky, you could see 10 inches. Ice, not so bad there. So you're not in a bad spot. It looks like, if anything, I mean, what's your low end snow totals? 2 inches low end snow totals. Again, expected 5 inches. Right now, 3 to 6 inches in your area looks likely with not a lot of ice. It's not a bad place to be for this system. St. Louis has been looking better and better and better with the model updates. You guys are expected 7 to 8 inches right now, and on the high end, 13 plus. Without an ice issue. Lake with the Night Star. Lake, what's going on? New Jersey's looking good. I'd rather be in central to northern New Jersey, but again, the low end, the absolute low end, like for Atlantic City, which is pretty far south, is still 3 inches. Like if everything goes wrong, your expected totals, even in southern Jersey, is 8 plus, 8 to 10 inches. I still think it's a little high. I would say southern Jersey expected should be 5 to 7. We're gonna say 5 to 7. We're not gonna say the other thing. Taco, Georgia. Toccoa, Georgia. You should be worried about ice and not much more. Let's see how bad this could be for you up there. You guys are expected to get over half an inch of ice, and if everything goes wrong, over an inch, expect power outages in your area. There's the potential for widespread power outages for an extended period of time because Arctic air is sinking in and your ice isn't going to be thawing out very quickly. So repairs are very difficult. It's very difficult to repair power lines when your power crews cannot drive. Expected snow for Lawrence, Kansas. Low to high. Expected snow for Lawrence, Kansas. Low to high. Let's take a look here. Where are you guys? Here's near Emporia. Oh, you guys are right next to Topeka. Your expected snow is 5. Your high end is 10. And look at that. No ice. You guys are going to have a fun day. You're going to break some all-time or at least daily low temperature records here in a little bit too. All right, let's do a speed round. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. Really quickly, I want to take a look at the latest progression of this storm. And then we're going to do a speed round. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. You guys know what happens when I do a speed round. You guys know what happens when I do a speed round. If you say a small city that I've never heard of or a county that I've never heard of, I have to skip over it because when I'm speed answering questions, I don't have time to look up places. But like say this, your city or small town is like right here. Just say North Central Arkansas. It's going to be the same forecast whether you're there or there, or Northwestern, or you're here. Just say Southwestern Kentucky. Just tell me. Use geographic language. If I don't know where it is. Really quickly, I wanted to take a look at the latest HRRR. Let's even just look at the O2Z. Any sort of updates here. I want to compare that to what the 00Z was showing. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I want to compare that. What's the O2Z doing? All right, the latest HRRR trended to storm a tick south, guys. Not much, though. Tick south. Not going to really affect much to the north, so. Okay, guys, the meme has officially died. Everyone, the meme has officially died. Ready? And the meme's gone. All right, I'm going to answer as many questions as I can right now. Let's go. Nashville, Tennessee, your expected totals right now are 3 to 5 inches. I'm a little bit concerned with Nashville, Tennessee. I'll give you guys 2 to 5 inches, definitely. I am worried about ice there, though. Ice in DC, I'm not worried about major ice in DC. I'll just tell you that. Are you going to get ice in DC? Probably a little bit. Yeehaw, ride him, cowboy. Appreciate it, Derek. Derek Duncan, solid name. Strong name. Connecticut, your total's up there. Connecticut, what are we expecting up there in Connecticut? 16 inches. That's the expected, not the high end. Your high end, you could be pushing 20 inches across Connecticut. Getting a little aggressive up there at the National Weather Service. Stop. Chesapeake, Virginia. Oh crap! I see. Anytime in Virginia, anywhere in Virginia is brought up, I'm like, what? What? There's something about Virginia that makes my brain stop working. All right, southeastern Virginia. That's what you could have said. Would have been much better. I should have known where Chesapeake, Virginia was, though. You guys are expected to get 2 inches, even on the high end. There's a possibility you only get a dusting. I think you are going to get a little bit of snow down there. I'd worry about the ice more than the snow, though. And the Arctic air that moves in right after it. I appreciate the sub, Deanna. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has had the greatest 3 days of their entire life, if you like snow. Because 4 days ago, you guys were getting like 5 inches, and now you're expected to get 14. So I don't even want to answer Pittsburgh questions. You know what? You guys don't deserve any more joy. You guys are going to get slammed with snow, and it's going to be the fluffiest snow you've ever had in your entire life. And it's not even going to be blizzardy. It's going to be just falling big flakes. Screw you guys. All right, what's the next question? Just kidding. Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana. Yeah, right now you're expected to get 7 to 9 inches of snow. I think that's realistic. And I don't know. Indianapolis is another area, just like I think St. Louis, that might be leaning towards an overperformance there. A new GFS slides it off the coast. Hold up. Let me look at that real quick. Well, luckily for you, it slides it off the coast for us at 180 hours. So, but it does. It slides it off the coast there, but not before it puts snow down into a lot of places in the south. Oh yeah, you guys can see on that side screen, but I'll show you here. Here's the latest GFS. If you want to know where it's putting snow, if you guys know where the latest GFS is putting snow next weekend, look at the south. Anyways, all right. Let's get back in here. I gotta keep answering question. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get much snow. You could get an inch of sleet accumulation, maybe even a dusting of snow, but again, ice. Dun, 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 dun. It's actually not even that bad. They have the bulk of ice to your west. Chattanooga, I think you could get a 1/4 inch of ice, so just make sure you're prepared for that. Record-breaking temperatures into Monday and Tuesday in Chattanooga as well. Durham, North Carolina. I know where Durham is. You guys are expected to get 1.5 inches. I don't know if you're going to get 1.5 inches in Durham, North Carolina. I think that's aggressive from the National Weather Service, but it's possible. We'll say. The National Weather Service thinks you're going to get 1.5 inches. Your ice forecast, I don't really even need to look at it, but I'll pull it up. Yeah, between 1/2 inch to 1 inch of ice. That's the story for you guys. The ice in the cold air is going to be brutal. Hopefully you don't lose power. But if you do, you guys are prepared. I know you're prepared. Guys, pets, don't let anyone leave their animals. If any of your neighbors left their animals at home and they're going on vacation this weekend, maybe you should give them a call and ask if you can get them. There's going to be homes that lose power that are going to get really, really cold. I know you're like, okay, whatever. It's North Carolina. How cold could it get? Wind chills could get into the negatives, not in the mountains of North Carolina, into the actual plains of North Carolina. And not just there, into the south, portions of the southeast, southern plains. Check on the elderly. Check on animals. Make sure you have extra water bottles, extra food, in a way to get warm in case your power goes out for a while. Okay? Just make sure you or at least that you got some nice bundled up clothes, just in case, because it's not even the ice. Sometimes ice comes through, you get warm, and then you get a nice little ridge that pushes through right after. We're not getting relief after the ice moves through. We're getting an Arctic air mass. All right, Borough or Northampton, PA. Yeah, again, I don't know where that is. All of PA is going to get good snow. All right. Is that around Philly? Why do I feel like that's around Philly? You're going to be fine. You're going to get lots of snow. $2 super chat from Tony Brunson. Love your work. I appreciate that. Newport News, VA. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Down here, southeastern Virginia. Wait, where are we? You are? Oh, there you are. Yeah. You guys are expected to get 2.5 inches. We'll see. I think you are going to get a little bit of snow accumulation. Ice forecast for you guys looks okay, actually, because you're out there towards the water. I think that your surface temperatures and your air loft is not going to allow the right mix for ice there. So a little bit of snow, cold air. I think you're going to avoid. I expect you to get a little bit of snow, but you're going to avoid the worst of the ice. I appreciate you, Tony. Jay Gill, Emmy, Copa, I appreciate you guys. Princeton, Kentucky. Again, where's Princeton, Kentucky? I really want to answer that question, but you should have told me what region of the state it's in. I really want to answer it, but I'm doing speed round. Night Star Lake, I appreciate you. You know what? I'm gonna look at it, but again, if this is by a major city, I'm gonna be mad and I'm not gonna answer you. Princeton, Kentucky. Okay, Western Kentucky. Let's see. You guys are expected around 7 to 9 inches from the National Weather Service on the high end. They're thinking you guys could push 10 inches. Ice forecast, not looking too bad for you guys. It should be some good snow. Not a ton of wind. Fluffy stuff. You guys are probably going to have a good time. Where are you, Blizzard? You don't want a blizzard. Blizzard completely ruins snow totals. If you're expected to get 10 inches and you have a blizzard, you're going to get 4. It blows the snow. It pushes it into piles. It's gross. We hate blizzards. Dallas-Fort Worth, the big story is the ice. Big story is the ice in the Arctic air after. Not expected to get much snow. You could get a little bit of sleet accumulation, though. Maybe a little bit of a dusting of snow. I have no clue why people want storms that kill people. I don't think anyone wants storms that kill people. I shouldn't say that TikTok, that word. Let's see here. I explain this all the time. I got into weather because I had an interest in extreme weather. Severe weather, hurricanes, blizzards, and tornadoes, and I grew up and went through a few. I have 3 hurricanes, and it was I was like amazed by it. I am never rooting for weather a bad storm to damage property or take lives, but I can't change what happens to the weather. Nothing I do, nothing I say, nothing changes what's gonna happen. What I can do is cover it. And try to reassure people that they're going to be fine. As long as they're prepared. That's it. Do I find it extremely interesting? Heck yeah. So does Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer gets excited about EF5 tornadoes. Do you think he wants EF5 tornadoes running over people's houses? No. You're allowed to get excited about your passion. It's the science we're excited about. It's not the bad stuff we're excited about. And again, it doesn't matter whether we're excited or not. It doesn't change if it's going to happen or not. We can't control it. It's out of our hands. Alrighty. I have a load going from Kentucky to Indianapolis. I think I need to cancel it. When? Hopefully not tomorrow. Columbia, Illinois. Columbia, Illinois. Again, I wish I knew where Columbia, Illinois was. And I feel like I do know where Columbia, Illinois is. Okay. Guys, if you give me cities that I don't know where they are, I have to move on because I have to answer a lot of questions. Okay, okay, you should have just said St. Louis. you in St. Louis, you're in St. Louis Metro. I know you're not, but it's the same forecast. 8 inches expected on the high end. You guys could get much more than that. And this is one of the areas I think could overperform in and around St. Louis, Columbia, Illinois. I think could end up with an overperformance. The high end is like 13 to 14 inches here. Still, I don't know if you get that much, but I think you could get an overperformance there. Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina. The National Weather Service is still trying to put a little bit of snow into your area. I know where Greensboro is. It's right here. There it is. 2 inches. I wouldn't expect 2 inches. I'd expect a half inch to an inch. But National Weather Service thinks 2 inches. Ice, of course, I think is the major issue for you guys, and the Arctic air that comes in after. On the high end, maybe you get 3 inches of nice snow. It's possible. It's snowing even harder now. Oh my gosh, Leanne. Wait, Leanne. Are you? That's so funny. That's so funny. I literally asked about this area earlier, and I was like, is anyone there? Because they're about to get crazy snow. Yeah, let me quickly push into the radar. We are getting heavy snow out to the east of Oklahoma City. What, are we getting a little thunder snow down there? What's our precipitation type? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is happening down here? Do we have anyone in Pauls Valley, Ada, Wynwood in the chat? Holy crap. Let me know if we get any thunder snow. Fun fact, excessive heat leads in weather-related mortality rates. Not too surprising, actually. Yeah, I mean, especially in the States, we've got areas in the Southwest that average over 100 days a year with over 100-degree weather. All right, let's get back to precipitation type. B, dropping knowledge. I want thunder snow. So do I. I don't think I'm going to get any snow from this up in Minneapolis. Long Island snow totals. Long Island, you guys are expected to expect it. I shouldn't even tell you because I don't think it's going to happen. National Weather Service expects you to get 13 inches of snow, and on the high end, 15 to 16. I 100% think it's possible. I don't think your expected should be 13. I think your expected should, or 12 to 13. I think your expected should probably be like 10 to 12. But I like the National Weather Service,
Columbus,
and
Ohio, snow and wind chill next week.
you know, agree with everything they say. $2 super chat from Lucas. Columbus, Ohio. Snow and wind chill next week. Columbus, Ohio. Snow and wind chill. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the latest GFS. Ah, that's actually good. The latest GFS wind chills. Oh, this Arctic mass could be even crazier than this week's. Let's take a little look-see, why don't we, guys? Let's look at our temperature anomalies first getting into next week. Okay. Here we go. We got widespread 10 to 25 degrees below average. What's our wind chills looking like out here? All right, here we go. Getting into... There we go. Next Thursday, we've got negative wind chills for a lot of us here. Everyone above that line could be in negative wind chills. We get into Friday. Everyone in here Friday morning could be seeing negative wind chills. Very, very cold. We get into Saturday. Negative wind chills into the mid-Atlantic Northeast. And then look at Sunday. Holy smokes. Negative 20 degrees. Columbus, Ohio, potentially. Yeah. Most models see something like this. We take a look at the Euro. I think the Euro might even be colder. Let me see real quick. Yeah, look at the Euro's even colder. The Euro's even colder. So that's what's going to try to get snow back down towards the south, maybe even back through the Ohio Valley. Appreciate the super chat, $2 super chat, Lucas. Northeast Jersey totals. You guys, oh my gosh, that's new. Like Patterson, Parsippany, I don't know how to say that. Clifton, up towards Yonkers, Oakland, Ridgewood, like northeastern Jersey right now, they're saying somewhere between 12 to 14 inches expected. And on the high end, 16 plus. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. I would take those totals down a little bit if you want my opinion, but someone is going to overperform up there. Let me see here. Yeah. No, it's fine. I got you, Sierra. New York City's going to see crazy totals. I don't think you get under 8 inches of snow. I think if you get under 8 inches of snow in New York City, it's going to be a bad day. I think you're probably going to end up seeing 9 plus, 10 plus.
Yo, any chance for Baltimore and out increase in how she ice looking?
Let's see here. Gwinnett County, Georgia, 50 miles northeast of Atlanta. I don't even need to look at this. You guys are in one of the target areas for crippling ice. And again, record-setting low temperatures potentially as we push into Sunday through Tuesday. So just make sure you're prepared. Seriously, what's going on, Gianna? $10 super chat, Harry. I appreciate that. Yo, any chances for Baltimore snow to increase? And how is ice looking? There is the chance. We're seeing a little bit of wobble back and forth. I think the HRRR is being pretty nice to Baltimore right now with snow. You guys are expected to get 10.5 inches, and your high end is upwards of 13. So I still like Baltimore. I've said it from the beginning. We started to see models shift really far north, and Baltimore and Washington, D.C. totals went down to like 5 or 6 inches. I never wavered. I never wavered in my support for D.C. and Baltimore, guys. I didn't. You know that. I've always said I think they're going to be okay, and I know we're not there yet, but we're looking pretty good. We're getting close. We're looking pretty good. Most of Delaware looks good. I mean, you're expected all the way into the south. I mean, unless you're like far southeastern Delaware, you're like Delaware looks like it's going to be okay. I mean, your low end, if everything goes wrong and there's a blowtorch to the sky, is 3 inches. Only about a 10% chance of that happening. How does Memphis look at 3 a.m.? Because that will shut down FedEx Express nationwide. You guys want to see how Memphis looks? Let's see. At around 3 a.m. Are we talking about tomorrow? Let's take a look at the model. Let's take a look at the latest from the HRRR. Do we have the? We'll do the 2Z. All right, let's take a look. We're talking about 2 a.m. Was it 2 a.m.? Did you say 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. tomorrow? I think you said 2 a.m., didn't you? 3 a.m.? All right, let's take a look. 3 a.m., you're still good. That's when heavy snow, sleet, ice mix is beginning to move in. It's going to come down to the wire. Been a silent viewer recently, but been here every day. Gianna, I appreciate you. Crazy how much your channel has grown. So proud. Yeah, it's crazy to me too. I can't even believe it, guys. I really appreciate the support. Seriously. I feel really blessed. Seriously, it's awesome. Indianapolis, chance to overperform and get the high-end 14. Yeah. The way this thing has been trended, I do think Indianapolis is going to end up with should be one of those areas people are looking at for an overperformance. Joanna, Squishy, Heather, I appreciate you guys. Muscle Shoals, Alabama, Northwest Alabama. Did I say that right? Just watching ice for you guys. Northwest Alabama is probably the worst place to be in Alabama when it comes to ice too. So make sure you're paying attention. What is this area that could get 1.5 inches of ice? That has to be the highest ice total I've ever seen from the National Weather Service. 1.71. What is this area? Yo, Tupelo. Oh my gosh, this needs to change. Anyone in chat from Tupelo? Anyone in chat from Tupelo? Or know anyone in Tupelo? Make sure they know Tupelo might have the highest expected ice of everyone. 1.4, an 1.5 inches is expected in Tupelo. I mean, that's one of the highest expecteds I've ever seen. Greenwood, up through Grenada, Tupelo, Mooresville, Sherman, this whole area. Corinth, Burnsville, Boonville, Mississippi. You're just to the north? Hold up, guys. Yeah, your expected is 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches. Oh my gosh. Just prepare to do nothing on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like, prepare to do nothing. I hope this is the expected amount. Your low end, if everything goes perfect, they're expecting 1/2 inch of ice into Boonville and 1/4 to 1/2 inch in the Tupelo, which is crippling ice. That's a crazy amount of ice. Just plan on hanging out, having a little ice party with your friends. Not going anywhere. You still have a little bit of time to prepare. Have some extra food, water, and stuff like that. Make sure you're all good. Let's see. Oh yeah, John, are you in the Discord? Oh, you are. Okay, good. Dallas, Texas. Yeah, big story with you is the ice. 1/4 to 1/2 inch of ice. Arctic air moving in after. What's West Columbia, Texas looking like? What is West Columbia, Texas looking like? Did my brother just get home? I might check real quick. West Columbia, Texas. Oh, you guys are way down there to the south. Listen, you could end up getting a little bit of thunder showers down there. I don't think thunderstorms. There is a mesoscale discussion right off to your west, a heavy rainfall mesoscale discussion that's probably going to move towards San Antonio and Houston. That could transfer out there. And very, very cold air is coming in that could try and freeze some of that surface precipitation in your area. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to your area tomorrow if you get a little bit of ice on the ground too. Northern Virginia totals. You guys are expected to get 1 foot. Your high end is 13, 14 inches. Your absolute low end, if you're in Northern Virginia, is like 5 to 6 inches. It's a pretty good place to be. I don't expect any sort of insane ice totals up there either. Expected ice for Mooresville, North Carolina. Love me some Mooresville, North Carolina. Oh, buddy. Expected ice total is 1/2 inch. Oh, man, that's bad. Oh, long time to talk about it. It's going to hit Charlotte. Are we going to lose power? My buddy has saying. My friends from Charlotte are texting me. 1 second. One second, guys. 1 second, guys. One second, just answering a question. I'm gonna get back to all you guys. Almost done. One second. Almost done. Okay. All right. I don't know if I even told my stepdad what they're expected to get. Southwest Indiana. Let me get back to answering all your guys' questions. Southwest Indiana, it's like one of the best places to be for the storm if you want a bunch of snow. That's one of the areas I think is going to overperform. I think you guys could end up with 15 plus inches.
Yes,
it's a great place to be, Southwest Indiana, if you want to get a lot of snow and no ice. Someone asked about Mooresville, North Carolina, and I thought of you. Your expected ice totals right now is about 0.6 of an inch, a little over 1/2 inch.
a quarter-inch of ice can knock out the power and take trees down. So your expected is double that. High end, if you get unlucky, 10% chance over an inch of ice. And you got all that Arctic air moving in after, so it's not going to be melting. They upped your totals a little bit. Ice is probably going to be moving. I guess I should take a look at the latest. Ice is probably going to start moving in as early as tomorrow night. As early as tomorrow night. And then probably, let's see here. I'm looking at the latest short range model. Yeah. I mean, it's looking like could be moving in around 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And you could be seeing ice falling all the way until, I mean, maybe for 24 hours freezing rain. Say hi to stream.
Hi, stream.
We got a lot of people in here right now. It's a fun one. All right, well, I'll call you a little bit, or call you tomorrow and talk to you about it if anything changes.
Sounds good. All right, thanks.
All right, love you, bye. Toad Suck, Arkansas. Yes, it's a real city. $2 super chat. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Toad Suck, Arkansas. That is awesome. Toad Suck. He wasn't lying, guys. That is a real city. Toad Suck, Arkansas. Hold up. I lost it. Wow. That is cool. Oh man, not a bad place to be. Let's take a look at when this snow starts moving into your area. Look, you get a little snow on the front end as we get into tomorrow morning. Then it turns to ice and sleet as we get into tomorrow afternoon. And then as we get into potentially Sunday morning, you get maybe a little bit of back end snow there again. So snow, ice, sleet, then snow again. Let's see what your totals are. Let's see what your expected totals are in Toad Suck. About 5 inches. If you get a little bit lucky there, you could end up with 6 to 7. Don't say it, guys. The low end is crazy, though. The low end is like a dusting. But again, you are expected to get at least 4 to 5 inches of snow. Your ice forecast isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Not too bad. Doesn't look like any major impacts from ice. Not impossible, but doesn't look like it. Lucas, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Boone, North Carolina. Snow, ice, both? Both. Also saw where wind chills were crazy. You're going to get negative. You're going to get record-setting temperatures. Hello. You're going to...
May I join your stream?
Well, we're going pretty fast here. Do you guys want to say hi to my mother-in-law?
Mama K.
Mama K?
Here. I've been on your stream before,
That's right. She has been on my stream before.
and I love to do it.
I just figured out there's a city in Arkansas called Toad Suck, Arkansas. We're just doing the
Toad
forward
Suck?
suck. Toad Suck.
Like toad
Toad Suck.
suck. Yeah.
2 words.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Holy crap. Joe Ray's just... I appreciate that. Happy weekend. Holy crap. Thank you.
May I
you.
sit for a few minutes and join you?
Yeah, you can sit and join me.
I know.
Joe Rays, I really
I'd
appreciate
love
that.
to
Thank you
join
for the support. Holy crap.
You don't ever invite me, but I like to come in and I
You-
like to come in and bug you.
Holy crap, Chris with the Galaxy. Guys, thank you. I appreciate the support.
Can they see you?
They can see me. I'm right
Can
there.
they see me?
Yes, okay, I got it. Okay. Yes, they can see you. See you right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Appreciate it, guys. Seriously, I appreciate it. Appreciate follow subs, gifts, just being in here, helping the algorithm, guys. Let me get back to answering everyone's questions. I was in the middle of answering a question, and I think I just forgot what I was doing. I'm sorry.
No, but
What?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to join and actually see what is happening in some of these areas because I hear it's getting really bad in Texas and Oklahoma
Yep,
and stuff.
There's the
So
live radar right now. Lots of snowfall in
Yeah.
Kansas,
I
Oklahoma,
just wanted to see
mixing
what
into
was going on. So
Arkansas,
I won't bug you, but
Texas.
I wanna listen.
Boone, North Carolina. Okay, so let's take a look at Boone, North Carolina. Boone, North Carolina. I don't believe. I mean, they have your expected totals on the National Weather Service has your expected totals. Boone is right in here at 4 inches. I think you guys could get more on. Models don't do well when accounting for elevation because models think everything's at 1,000 millibars of pressure, and you're not at 1,000 millibars if you're sitting in Boone. High end 5 to 6 inches. I'd like to say you guys are closer to getting to the high end 5 to 6 inches in Boone. Expected ice. Holy crap, JCast with the Galaxy. You should hang out in here even more because everyone's being really nice now that you're in here. No, I'm just kidding. They've been being nice the whole time, but that was really... Thank you, JCast. I appreciate the support. Ice, yeah, ice is guaranteed up in Boone, and I do think you're gonna. Yeah, they're expecting about half inch ice in Boone expected. That's
Isn't
bad.
he the best
Get ready for it.
son-in-law?
Hopefully it's less. Isn't he the best son-in-law? He said.
Where is
Wait, Macy, is that how you say it? $5 super chat. Donate $5 and said, "Isn't he the best son-in-law?"
Aww.
I want to say, guys, I am 100% her best son-in-law.
No, he is. You know what?
I'm her only son-in-law.
He invited me to come and live with his family.
Yeehaw. Ride a
And
cowboy.
I live with them now, and I love our life.
Best son-in-law. Even
Yep,
though I'm
best
only her,
son-in-law
I'm her
ever.
only son-in-law.
The only son-in-law I have. But he's
Joe
the
Reyes,
best.
Joe Reyes, I appreciate it. Joe Reyes, I appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
I love you.
Jesse, I completely agree. We stay prepared. Yep. Hey, Connor, need an opinion. You think on the high end, let's get back to this radar here. You think on the high end, it could be possible to hit 18 inches in southern Indiana? Yes.
Of snow
Of
in
s-
southern
of snow.
Indiana?
Let's look at the expected snowfall forecast from the National Weather Service in southern Indiana. You're expected in southern Indiana, expected, not high end. We're looking at anywhere from 12 to 14 inches expected. The high end in southern Indiana, we're looking at 14 to 16 inches, to 14 to 17 inches in southern Indiana. This is according to the National Weather Service. I have been circling this area for like 3 days now, everywhere from Camp Girardeau to Evansville, Louisville, Owensboro, Cincinnati. That's one of my targets for the heaviest snow of the storm. I'll bring this up here so now they can see what the screen I'm looking at a little bit better. You see here?
Uh-huh.
This is what they can see.
Yeah.
But if I switch it back
So,
here,
where's
they can see that.
Kokomo, Indiana.
That's a city. And then also, guys, obviously, I like this other. I like
I think
I like this area up there, up here as well. New England's gonna do crazy. You could get 2 feet of snow in the Hudson Valley. You get 2 feet of snow into Boston. Okay, Kokomo, Indiana. Is anyone in Kokomo, Indiana? Is that a real city? Kokomo. How do you spell Kokomo?
K-O.
Oh, it's K-O.
Yeah, K-O. Kokomo. Maybe it isn't Indiana. Maybe it was something else I was thinking of.
Guys, how do you spell? Oh, Kokomo. She's right.
Yes.
She's right. Why? Do you have a friend that lives there?
No, my family used to live there.
Oh, let's
in
see.
Kokomo,
Anyone
Indiana.
from Kokomo? You guys are expected to get 6 inches of snow. On the high end, you could get over a foot. On the high end, you could get over a foot if you have a good
Yeah.
day.
So,
Tomorrow.
I just
Emmanuel knows what's
thought
up.
of it. Kokomo,
Like the song.
Indiana.
I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
Kokomo. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you said it's not cold enough here in Kokomo. Let me move up to northern Minnesota. Is that what happened?
Someone is from Kokomo?
I don't know. Is anyone from Kokomo in here?
I can't hear because you got your headphones.
Well, I'm just here. I'm not hearing them speaking. I'm just hearing music. Local has been saying 18 to 24 inches in Rhode Island. What do you think?
Or you only seeing it on
18 to 24 inches in the Rhode Island. Here's the issue. I'm not so sure as we get out towards eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island that we actually don't have a mixing issue. Your high end from the National Weather Service is 17 to 20 inches in the Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island?
Yeah.
On the
PP
coast?
Township.
I
Ohio.
wouldn't put it that
Yes,
high.
it's a real city.
I wouldn't either.
PP Township, Ohio. Yes, it's a real city. $2 super chat from Lucas. All right, he's just looking at. All right, we'll look at that in a second. 14 to 16 inches is expected. I'd probably give you guys 12 to 14 inches in Rhode Island. Regardless, you're going to get dumped on. But yeah, I mean, I think they're being a little bit aggressive there. All right, guys, let's look at PP Township, Ohio. Are you just trolling me now, Lucas? PP Township, Ohio. PP Township, Ohio. Your expected totals are anywhere between 10 to 12 inches. On the high end, you could have a great day and get 14, 15 plus there. No mixing issues for you guys. Fort Wayne, Indiana. 6 inches expected on the high end. Maybe you end up with 11. I believe that. This storm has shifted a little bit. It hasn't even shifted much north recently, but the low is looking deeper. It's looking like a stronger storm. Oh my gosh, JCast with another galaxy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously, guys. I appreciate the support. Southwest Virginia, more specifically, Marion, Virginia, Southwest Virginia. Let's look at it down here. You can see our totals spread out between Southwest Virginia. You probably don't want to be, you don't want to be west of this line down here. Kingsport through Bristol, Wise. Let me actually, can you guys see what I'm looking at here? Let me see. You said more specifically Marion. Let's see where you are. Marion, Virginia. That's tough. But again, your expected's around 5 inches. Your high end's still around 6 to 7 inches. I know the meme, guys. Ha ha ha. Ice is going to be an issue for your area. This is an area I think that could overperform. This is an area I think that could overperform Marion, Virginia. I wouldn't be super surprised if I saw you guys get 6+ in that area.
Connor, when is, I mean, this storm has been building up all over. When is this all expected to start?
Okay, so you want to see it? Here's the storm right now.
Okay.
It's already tons of snow up here, sleet down here.
Okay.
Let me actually transit this. So
I was just wondering.
yeah, so watch.
what
Well,
you're expecting.
look, I'm going to show you. And some people are wondering that the progression of the storm too. So watch. We're going to go to models, and we're going to look at HRRR00Z because it's a good short range model.
Mhm.
And 2 kilometer model. And here we go. Here's as we get into midnight. This is 4 a.m. tomorrow,
Mhm.
where we could see snow. We're going to get into, we're going to call this like Central to Eastern time. Give or take an hour or 2 hours, guys. Storms speed up and slow down. This as we get into 9 a.m. tomorrow. Most people are waking up. It's still dumping snow in Oklahoma, Missouri, northern Arkansas, Tennessee. We have a big ice storm. Northern Louisiana,
Yeah.
Mississippi. This is all ice, crippling ice.
Is this going on right now
Potentially.
in Texas and stuff?
Yeah, it
Or
is.
this
It
for
is.
tomorrow?
The storm is just, we have a southern low, a Baja low that pushed in off the eastern Pacific that is converging with our Arctic high from
Okay.
the north, and it's just a ton of moisture slamming into a ton of Arctic air. So you got a real steep, temperature and pressure boundary there, and that's what's creating this mess. All right, so here we get into 10 a.m. Now we're at 12 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon tomorrow, and we see heavy ice through southern Tennessee, potentially northwest Alabama, northern Mississippi, central to southern Arkansas, northern Louisiana. This is all. This has the potential to be the worst ice storm we've seen in over a decade. It could be worse
Now,
than that. We'll see.
what
We don't
about-
know if it's going to be or not,
What
but
about
ice is hard to forecast.
Nashville? Because I have a friend that's leaving tomorrow to go to Nashville.
From where?
From here.
When is her flight?
I don't know.
She's not. It's going to be delayed or canceled.
Okay.
Here's Nashville tomorrow. You want to see what's going on with Nashville tomorrow? As we get to 9 a.m., it's snowing. Then
Okay,
maybe we get
like it.
sleet and ice. And now we're into the next day. Now we're into Sunday. It's still ice. Then we get into Sunday afternoon. You get back end snow. If your friend's flight gets into Nashville tomorrow, I will actually be astonished.
Yeah.
They need to
Okay.
give that pilot a raise. That's a really bad time.
No, it's Jen. Jen that works at.
Yeah.
Our local Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah. We love Buffalo Wild Wings. Anyways, guys, here's as we get into tomorrow evening. We have the entire Ohio Valley and Midwest getting buried up there. Still snowing in Oklahoma. And this is when you guys are going to see some heavy snow falling tomorrow evening into tomorrow night through this area that I love. This is the border of Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Yep, and then we get into Sunday morning, and here we go. As everyone's waking up Sunday morning, the Mid-Atlantic is under a bunch of snow. We got some heavy snow falling up there. 1 to 2 inch an hour snow falling into New York City, Long Island, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Maryland, and all of New Jersey. And then again, as we push into Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, now suddenly we could be seeing heavy snow. You guys are going to be, it's going to be dumping snow while football's on. That'll be fun. Yeah.
Now, what's going on in,
Chattanooga, Tennessee, you got to worry about ice. Probably not going to get much snow. You're going to have record-breaking temperatures as we get into Monday and Tuesday.
now what's all that big red shit? Oops, sorry, red stuff in North Carolina.
That's all ice.
It's all ice, and so they're not going to get the snow that you were thinking they might get, but they're going to get a lot of ice in
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah, we have a warm nose poking in, erasing a lot. The
Okay.
snow started shifted out quite a while ago. We do have another opportunity for a snowstorm down in the south, including through the Carolinas and Charlotte next weekend. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. But we've talked about that a little bit. The expected.
Attention,
Wow. One
a
second,
new
guys.
special weather statement has been issued.
Why is that so loud? Sorry, guys. Let me turn that down. I don't know. There was an alert that went off. That's not supposed to. Was that really loud, guys? I need to check with them. 1 second. Was that really loud? That is not supposed to be that loud. One source, all one notification.
Weather alert?
Loud, yeah. I don't know why that was so loud. Let me turn that down and make sure that doesn't happen again. Holy crap. It was really loud in my ears. It was loud but good to hear. Yeah. North Blue Ridge Mountains of Oregon. Okay. Anyways, Charlotte is expected to get over half an inch of ice, which obviously that's once you get a quarter inch of ice, you start getting power outages and trees down. They're expected to get over half inch ice up there
Can
in the
I
Carolinas.
just say one thing
Okay.
before we go on? Guys, I am not someone that just came in here and is leading Connor on. I talk to Connor almost every day regarding his weather stuff, and I've been hearing this stuff off and on. So as he's going through this, I'm just trying to ask him what is going on in these different areas. So don't think this is kind of a pre-programmed type
Well, except for that when I try to talk to my mother-in-law and my wife about weather, most of the time they're like, I know, you never shut up. That's how the conversation usually goes.
So now
I don't believe this.
Now I get to say, shut up, Connor. I'm gonna talk.
All right, I got to answer their questions.
I
He's
know
really
you
great
do.
at what he
Go,
does, Julie.
go,
Thank
go,
you.
go. I won't.
Atlanta, Georgia area. Ice is your biggest issue, and record-breaking temperatures that move in after the ice. Just make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have extra water bottles, food, extra gas if you have a gas-heated house, stuff like that. You're gonna be fine. Like I said, it's 2026. This isn't the old days. You're gonna be just fine. But just make sure you're prepared for that. May not be up. The roads might be closed for a little bit. Philly getting any mix or ice. Philly is gonna get a little bit of mix and ice, but it's not gonna ruin your snow totals. It's not gonna be an obnoxious. You're not expected to get crippling ice like some people in the South could. Your sleet could maybe pile down your snow an inch, but I think you're going to be just fine. I think you're going to have a good day in Philly. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got 9 to 11 inches through Philly or more.
Really?
Yeah. Are you going over the Euro when it comes out? Yes, I will be going over the Euro when it comes out, and it should begin to populate in 2 minutes, typically around 11:13 Central Time or 12:13 Eastern. And we're going to go over the Euro. Yep, we're going to go over the Euro. Do you think Philadelphia is going to get a quarter of an inch of ice? I don't think so. I think you'll get under a quarter of an inch of ice. I don't think you should be worried about ice in Philly. I think you should be worried about, well, I don't think you need to be worried about snow, but you'll get good snow, but you guys can deal with a foot of snow in Philly. It's not like you guys are in Charlotte where they shut down for a half inch. How many hours is Northeast Atlanta in freezing rain? Good question. Gianna. Let's take a look at how many hours you guys could be. I think earlier I was saying about 24 hours. Let's take a look here. Okay, so northeast Atlanta. I was talking about North Carolina. I was talking about Charlotte. Atlanta won't be as bad. So here we go, getting into potentially midnight tomorrow night. We start getting some ice in Atlanta, and it lasts potentially all the way until you guys could be in freezing rain for 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours, somewhere in that range. Yeah, but some areas like Charlotte, upstate South Carolina, and then areas like, again, northwestern Mississippi could be in it for 24 hours straight. So that's even worse, but that's still pretty bad in Atlanta. No way plain rain will reach the Northeast. You'd be surprised what happens when we have a deepening low. Remember, northern hemisphere, our low pressure spin counterclockwise. So this warm air is being pulled and circulated into the storm. That's one of the reasons you guys are expected to get over a foot of snow up here, because warm air and moisture is getting pulled into the storm, freezing, and it's upping your snow totals. But with that comes warm air out on the opposite side of the low. So yeah, I mean, and again, we could have some severe weather down here in the southeast that I don't think many people are talking about yet, but there's a possibility for that.
Is the blue on your map that I'm seeing, that's snow, right?
All snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
This is sleet, the pink, and then the red is.
I mean, I'm not seeing anything in Texas right now, but is that where it's really? That's where it is right now.
You're
pretty
seeing stuff in
much?
Texas. We've got rainfall down here. We've
Where's
got
Dallas?
sleet. We've got
Okay.
sleet and ice through here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit broken up, but it's because the storm is forming right now. This is
Okay.
kind of our secondary low back here and our first low up here. So you're going to see this, because you could see this on the HRRR as we get into.
No,
the
I've
storm will
just
start to
heard a lot
consolidate.
on the news, without you, that there was going to be a.
You see how it's a mess
big
here, and then the
deal
storm
and-
consolidates
yep,
here as we
yep.
get into around
Oh my God!
8
yes,
a.m.
I see
tomorrow
that
morning.
So that's where it's going to.
That's when it gets its act together.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And nothing in Florida though, right?
nope, Florida's chilling, 75 and sunny.
Okay.
How much and how long will the ice last ATX. What are we talking? Atlanta? Do you think Western Pennsylvania will overperform? I wouldn't be surprised if Western Pennsylvania overperformed. You're not. There's no mixing issues out there. The low is deeper than it was originally projected to be. You're going to have a lot more moisture content into Western Pennsylvania. So, Austin, Texas. I know that. Austin, Texas. How long will the ice last in Austin, Texas? How much ice are you even expected to get in Austin, Texas? I don't know if I've looked down there. Let's look at our. Are you expected to get much down there, Austin, Texas?
Doesn't look like a lot,
You're expected
does
to get a
it?
quarter inch on the high end. You guys could get around still a quarter inch. Quarter inch is bad. It's not as bad as some of these other areas. So I mean, I wouldn't expect that.
Quarter inch
With
of
that,
rain or
I'd
quarter
say
inch
5
of
to 6
ice?
hours. 5 to 6 hours max if you're only getting a quarter inch.
Oh.
Still a decent amount of time. Do you expect New Jersey Shore to get lower snow due to mixing? It's always possible. I mean, you're almost guaranteed to get lower snow than inland. But again, the National Weather Service still has 9 to 11 inches along
In
the Jersey Shore.
Jersey?
Yeah.
Wow.
Expected snow totals. Yeah. 11 inches. Let's see. They have it anywhere. Well, they have it anywhere from 8 inches to a foot along the Jersey Shore right now.
Let me ask you this. In Jersey like that, when they
I'd
get
put it a little bit lower.
that amount of inches, does it actually stick on the ground, or is that how much
Attention,
they're
a
gonna
new
get that
flash
it
flood
doesn't
warning has been
flash
issued.
on the ground?
Why is that so loud? 1 second. No, it'll stick on the ground there. There's Arctic air, an Arctic air mass
Okay.
moving in after it. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is that so loud to me, guys? Am I? Oh,
What is me?
no, not you. My notifications, they're never this loud. Was that really loud, guys? Yeah. Special weather. Okay, I'm gonna turn off. I have to fix my weather alerts right now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn them off for now, because I don't know what is causing this. One of the reasons I was on late, guys, is because I was trying to fix what you're looking at here, my overlay, and I've been having issues with it, but I'll have it fixed for tomorrow's stream. All right, I'm gonna do speed round, answering as many questions as I can. Are you ready, guys? Give me 1 second. Let me set this up. And then we're going to look at the euro. The euro is starting to load. That's going to be really, really, really big, of course, with this storm moving in. 00Z euro. That's going to be an important model to look at. Okay. I need to get another drink. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Give me 2 seconds,
Okay.
and I'm going to come back and answer
Wait,
as many questions as I can.
Wait.
What?
Before they go, I just want to say, well, he's going to go. I'm going to leave probably. But I love coming in and listening once in a while. And I love my son-in-law. So you guys listen
Her favorite
to
son-in-law.
him. He is my favorite son-in-law, even though he's the only one. But he is my favorite
Kaylee said
son-in-law.
she is precious.
I know, and I love you the best.
Love you.
I love to come and bug them.
She loves to come and embarrass me.
once in a while when you're doing this.
All right, guys, give me 30 seconds. Well, maybe
Bye, everybody.
maybe realistically 60 seconds. Okay, I'm just filling up my drink real quick. I'll be right back, and I'm going to answer. We'll do a little bit of speed round of answering questions. Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, be prepared for ice, Bree. Be right back, guys.
All right, was that 60 seconds or am I crazy? All right, let's do this, guys. We still got a lot of people in here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I want to answer more questions. Yeah, for those of you who are new, I try and post videos every single day and live stream every single day. We've got the Discord. If you're not part of the Climate Crew, it's really cool. Again, I don't make any money at all. Oh, unusual activity report in Discord. That means there's a lot of people joining, and my Discord's like, wait, that doesn't normally happen. Awesome, you guys are joining the Discord. Yep, I'm gonna show you one more thing real quick. Yeah, this is it's completely free. If you guys like weather, tons of weather enthusiasts in here. Fantastic weather memes. Oh wait, where'd the best? Oh, this is the new weather meme. This was literally today. But weather photos, weather talk, everything you want to know in here. Snowfall updates. There's the NWS 24 to 48 hour national blend, 72 hour expected high end and high end snow and ice totals. HRRR, all the models that I look at, that probably the best models you should look at in the short and long range. You know, rainfall totals, temperature outlooks, severe weather, wildfire, earthquake, drought, everything you want to know is in here. If there's a tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning, flood warning, it is immediately placed in here. And there's AI that you can ask, hey, is this tornado gonna hit my house? This is connected to the NWS server, so it's updated. If the NWS issues a tornado warning, it's in my Discord in 3 seconds. There's a ton more stuff in here, but it's cool. If you guys want to join, it's completely free. I don't get anything out of you joining. I just want people to use it because I've spent a lot of time putting it together. The link to my Discord's in the description of every single one of my YouTube videos. Not my YouTube lives, every single one of my YouTube videos. It's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. Let's get back to it and let me answer a ton of questions. Let's go. Where is the heaviest precipitation currently falling? Let's see. Let's get into our. Okay, so everything. Okay. Yeah, we are getting heavy snow into Shawnee, heavy snow into Oklahoma City, heavy snow into Chickasaw.
Dallas Best event. Not even any sleep.
Looks like a Dallas Bus event, not even a seat. No. Texas, I appreciate the $5 super chat. You are extremely generous. The storm is still coming together, and there's a whole nother low pressure system to the west of Dallas that most people aren't even aware of. That, trust me, there's gonna be a stream of moisture, probably freezing rain for Dallas behind this. You guys are still in the front end of this system. I know it looks like you're not, but you're still in the front end of this system. Yeah, nice snow falling out through these areas here. Definitely out towards Chickasaw. Let's take a look. Let's push the radar out here a little bit. Where's our snow line out here? Heavy snow falling through Fort Smith, Greenwood, Russville. You guys are looking pretty good out here. Fayetteville, Muskogee. I'm just gonna stop trying to say things. Some nice snow bands up here. Moving through Wichita. Kansas City, you got some snow on the way. Look at the snow band. Here we go. Look at the snow band heading out towards Kansas City. You could get some heavy snow accumulation in a little bit. Not too bad. Some good snow getting into Arkansas. Let's see here. Precipitation type. I think this is snow. This is tripping. I think that's snow there. All right, let me look. Yeah, so here's what's happening. We've got our low from our front up here, and we've still got our Baja kind of upper level low spinning in back here. There is going to be a little bit of a dry pocket in here, and the models didn't really begin seeing this until 24 to 48 hours ago. But there's going to be a little bit of a dry pocket here, but this system is going to consolidate a lot more moisture back here, and they're going to see this moving through Dallas-Fort Worth as well. So, like I know it looks like this is our system and it's moving out, and you guys are done. No, there's going to be a bunch of moisture still streaming in back here, and you'll see it begin to fill in likely as we move through the next 12 hours. $5 super chat from Harry. I appreciate it.
How long will schools be off if there's about a foot of snow and a half of sleet and some freezing rain?
Man, it depends where you are, because like if there's a foot of snow, a half an inch of sleet, and some freezing rain in Minneapolis, they're probably not closing schools. It all depends where you are. If you're anywhere down in the South, Ohio Valley, Southern Plains, a couple days at least. I don't know, maybe more, because the thing with this system is, again, you have an Arctic air mass moving in after, so you're not going to get a bunch of snow melt quick. You're not going to get a bunch of ice melt. Sleet's going to stick around, so the cleanup's going to be bad. Also, you have to consider this winter storm is impacting, I think now close to 200 million people. We're going to have like 25 states in states of emergency. There's going to be
plows are going to be hard to find. Their plows are going to be sent from all over the place up north, but it's just affecting such a broad area. I think it could, and with that Arctic air not allowing anything to melt, it could take a while to clean up. So some areas that overperform could be out of school for a week. It just depends. What is the ice amount high end in Philadelphia, and how long will Philly be? I can't see the end of that. But here, Philly right now. Let's actually get this refreshed. Let's see if the National Weather Service is thinking anything else. Philly, expected totals. The latest is 11 inches. Your high end possibility is about 14 inches. Ice forecast. I still don't think Philly's gonna be too bad. They've actually brought the ice totals up a little bit up here. They have you in about, looks like a 1/4 inch of ice potentially, which is not fun. It's not as bad as some of these areas down south though, obviously. Have about a 1/4 inch of ice expected. High end, it's going to be about the same. I don't know if we're going to get that much freezing rain up there in Philly though. I almost have more confidence in the snow than the freezing rain. I think sleet could be, I think we might have more sleet than freezing rain. Sadie, hey, can you go over Richmond, Kentucky, Connor? Central Kentucky. Yeah. I got you. No, not Richmond, Virginia. Come on. Come on. All right, where are we? We're somewhere in here. There you are. There you are. What's your expected totals right now in Richmond? What is your expected totals right now in Richmond? You don't have a lot of geographical features around to help me with this. Just to the southeast of Lexington. Yeah, your expected right now is 11 inches and your high end is 13 inches. I think that's realistic. I'd probably say your expected should be not 11 inches, maybe 9 inches. Regardless, you're gonna get big snow. Your ice doesn't look too bad. Your high end ice 1/4 inch. If you get the high end, that could knock some power out. But overall, I like that area. Going much farther south, I'd worry a little bit about higher ice totals and falling off snow totals. But I think you're gonna end up with some good snow and not too much ice there. I mean, by not too much ice, I'm talking about a 1/10 to a 20th of an inch of ice. But with ice amounts that other people are getting, I'm just saying that's not a lot compared to what other people are going to get here. But I mean, hey, that's got to be one of the biggest storms you guys have seen in what, like 5 or 6 years? If we get that, I don't know. I haven't been keeping too close track of Richmond, Kentucky. Can we get Ohio, Missouri, and North New York City snow totals? Asking for friends. Ohio, Missouri, the whole state. Yeah, I mean, the whole state of Ohio is expected to receive basically anywhere from 8 inches to 11 inches of snow. If you're west, if you're north, if you're in northwestern Ohio, you know, the expected totals go down. I think they could be even lower than this. They have 5 to 8 inches in northwestern Ohio. I think it's going to be dry. It's going to be cold. I think we could have, and I know snow ratios are good, but I think the air might be a little bit dry. Like we have 5 to 8 inches up here in northwestern Ohio. I would probably put it closer to 4 to 7, maybe a little lower, but that's what we're seeing from the National Weather Service. Ohio's completely fine. Missouri obviously is looking good, but you're probably going to want to be south of Kansas City, Jefferson, Kansas City, Columbia, St. Louis to get the best snow totals. Bottom half of Missouri could see anywhere between 7 inches to a foot. Northern's probably going to be a dusting to 6 inches. New York City's still expected a lot of snow. New York City's expecting 12.5 inches. They upped it a little bit, actually. And on the high end, New York City could see 14, 15 plus. That might be a little bit high too, but it's possible. Possible. Any chance the Atlanta area could actually stay freezing and the rain stays as freezing rain? No, because it's not. You know, the freezing rain has nothing to do with what the temperatures on the surface stay. It has to do with what the temperatures are aloft as well, and eventually the air aloft is gonna get cold enough. It's gonna dry out. It's gonna stop your moisture. Maybe, I mean, that's what could turn into a little back end snow, but I don't think it will. I think it's just gonna cut off your moisture. I appreciate the sub. Oh, Euro time, guys. The Euro's out. How loaded is it? Oh wait, isn't? Don't tell me the Euro's lagging. Okay, no, there it is. The Euro is loading. Okay, let's take a look if we have any differences yet. Looks like is that a slightly northward shift? Slightly northward shift. Let's look, guys. Potentially a slightly northward shift. Ever so slightly. Let's take a look. Ready? 18Z. 00Z. 18Z. 00Z. Slightly north tick. Some of you are happy, some of you are sad. It's not a major tick. It's slightly north. Yes, this is the Euro. We'll call it the important one. We've got another mesoscale discussion, guys. Right now, southern Arkansas, pretty much all of southern Arkansas is now in a mesoscale discussion. Freezing rain. The Texarkana region. Shout out to Texarkana. Shout out to Texarkana. Region into southern Arkansas and far western Mississippi through the overnight hours. Freezing rain rates of 0.05 to a tenth of an inch an hour are possible. Tenth of an inch of an hour is brutal. Surface temperatures across Arkansas into the Texarkana region are now mostly below freezing, despite a slight abatement of near-surface cold air advection. Okay, so that's just what freezing rain is. Oh my gosh, you guys getting creative to get my attention. Northeast Indiana is expected to get 5 inches of snow. On the high end, it could get 9. How much snow for Northern Virginia? Virginia, you thinking? They're expecting. I think Northern Virginia is an area that could overperform. They're expecting 11 inches. Or high end is 13. I think you guys could hit higher, closer to your high end in Northern Virginia. Yep, Euro is still loading. I hope. Man, why does that shift look so far north? I don't like this north shift for some of you. All right, let's let it load. Hey, nobody freak out. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. DC, I want to see what the Euro does here. Connor, how's the coast of Texas looking? Very rainy with Arctic air moving in after. That could ice up that rain as we get into Sunday and Monday. Emmanuel said, I love it. I know he does. I know he does. He's so selfish with this snow. Are you by any chance a meteorologist? Just curious. No, I went to school for meteorology. I didn't end up finishing, personal reasons, but I am planning to finish my meteorology degree. I've got 2 kids and 2 jobs right now and a ton of college debt. So I want to finish my degree, but it's going to be with due time. I grew up with an uncle who was a meteorologist. I was very into meteorology. I was very into weather since I was about like 6 years old. Always learning about weather. I always knew I wanted to go to school to be a meteorologist. There was really never a question since I was like in elementary school. I went, started my meteorology degree. Some things happened. I ended up leaving. But I kept studying weather on my own. I've studied weather my whole life. And I don't even... Yeah, it's one of those things it wouldn't take me that long to finish my degree since I had started it. So I do want to wrap it up and get the piece of paper. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have the piece of paper, but I'll have to go into more debt. Let's see. Let's see. When will rain happen by the Jersey Shore. I don't know if you're going to get rain at the Jersey Shore, but you're going to get a little bit of sleet and ice. Thanks, Jarvis. Still appreciate your live. I appreciate you. The storm is looking a lot fragmented, a lot more fragmented than before. Don't worry. We have a dry slot in here, but we've kind of got two separate storms. We have a low pressure out ahead, and then we have that Baja low coming off the Pacific. And as our piece of energy up here, converges with this piece of energy, you're going to see these systems consolidate, and it's going to be more of a bulk piece of snow, ice, and rain than this broken up thing we're looking at now. You have to remember, guys, what's happening right now. What's happening live as this storm is moving through. This storm is currently pulling heat and moisture off the Gulf, rapidly pulling heat and moisture off the Gulf. All that can do is begin to fill this out. It's going to begin to fill it out, and it's not going to be broken up, and you're going to see this snowstorm that we see on the models. Finally snowing, Nicole. Nice. Melissa, I appreciate the sub. Can I share my playlist? It's I'm playing music off something called Epidemic Sound. It's music that I won't get copywritten or stricken for. I don't know how to use that that I won't get a copyright strike for. So it's like all it's on Epidemic Sound. It's like none of these songs you've probably heard of before. They're like artists that put their music on here to get money through the platform. I can share it on my Discord if you like. I don't know how to share it with anyone in the stream here, but I could share it on my Discord. I could probably share my playlist on the Discord. I'll do that. Went from not hitting New York to blizzard and now to icy rain. What are we doing? Who's telling you it's going to be icy rain in New York? Who's telling you that? Who's telling you it's going to be icy rain in New York? You guys want to know what the latest snow totals are on the latest Euro that shifted north? You guys want to know how horrible? You guys want to know the horrible things that just happened to the Mid-Atlantic because this shifted north? You want to guys know how much snow disappeared? Now, DC is only expected to get 10.5 inches. Baltimore is only expected to get 12 inches. New York City is only expected to get 15 inches. And Philadelphia is only expected to get 13 inches. Oh, wait. That's right. All your snow totals are up. The storm ticked north, but the low pressure is deepening. So even though you might get 30 minutes to an hour less of snow, it's going to be heavier snow now in the Mid-Atlantic, if the Euro's correct. Trying so hard not to get my hopes up with storm next weekend. I have so much family in Charlotte that want to see snow. I'm trying not to get my hopes up for them. Apple Weather shows icy rain logo instead of snow. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Hey, Climate Crew, how do we feel about Apple Weather? God, this makes me want to do a poll. Let me do a poll. How accurate is Apple Weather? Super. A little. All right, I started my poll on the YouTube side. Let me start my poll really quickly on the TikTok side. Let me get a poll going. We need a poll going. Let's get where's my polls? Whoa. Okay. Custom. Create new. Let's see what everyone says really quickly. We'll get out to answer questions. How accurate? Okay. Okay. I think I got, do I have both polls running? No, not yet. Under review. Why does it do this? It's not letting me run my poll, guys. Under review, by the time TikTok reviews my poll question, I'm going to be off live. I said, how accurate is Apple weather? Very, a little, or a baby knows more? TikTok, let me know your thoughts. I'll read the chat. Okay, YouTube has 90% throw it in the trash garbage. 90%. That is pretty strong. Baby, little, ass. That wasn't one of them, but I agree. Baby knows more. Baby knows more. Baby knows more. Baby, little. You guys are being nice saying little. What I prefer? Weather Underground, AccuWeather. Use one of those. Apple Weather is one of the worst ones. I was live streaming the southern snowstorm last year, and the storm was about 2 hours, literally 2 hours to the west. So basically in Jacksonville, and it was saying on the app, on my cousin's app, that Jacksonville was going to get 12 inches of snow. Does anyone want to tell me how much snow Jacksonville got last year with the southern snowstorm? Anyone? This was as the storm was moving in. This wasn't like a far future forecast. This was like, hey, in 2 hours, this is going to happen. Goose egg, 0. Apple Weather said a foot of snow. My cousin sent me pictures. She was like in her snow stuff. People in Jacksonville were getting ready to go sledding. I went to Jacksonville's Jacksonville side of Twitter, and everyone was like, oh, so excited, getting ready with my kids. I felt so bad for them. And I like texted my cousin and I said, it's not gonna snow. Don't look at your app. That was the day I decided Apple Weather was dead to me. Dead to me. I will never, ever look at that thing again. Anyways, just my opinion. Someone I know said their Apple phone said 16 inches of snow into Charlotte. Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yep. You were the first one to nail the snow mount on the head for South Louisiana. Were you in that stream last year, Don? I ended up doing pretty good on the forecasting for that one. It's not always perfect, but I think I did pretty good for that one. Wow, that was a long time ago. Don, the real OG. I was in the stream last year. Michelle Reed. Oh my gosh. I'm forgetting that I've been doing this for a year now. It feels like I've been doing this for 6 months. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. It's great to see people still sticking around. I'm shocked I haven't scared everyone away yet. It's doing its thing. Chicken wang. It's doing its thing. Chicken wang. Can you let the Euro play out one more? Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, you want to see the Euro? The Euro is actually loaded enough. We can take a look at it. Let's take a look at what the latest and greatest is. Here's some of the latest snow totals from the 00Z Euro if you want to see it, by the way, up here in the Mid-Atlantic. Let's just do East. Are you going to see these exact totals? No, guys. But, oh, look. It's almost throwing a little bit more snow. And I feel like it's trying to put more snow into Tennessee. The Weather Channel app is fine. I personally think AccuWeather is the best app. I like AccuWeather. AccuWeather is more conservative, and I think it's the better way to go. Apple Weather is like always showing you the high-end possibility. 15 inches on the Euro now through St. Louis. 13 inches through Indianapolis. When did this happen, Emmanuel? When did this storm start to do that? What does that say? The area I've been talking about that I love for the highest snow totals, at least through this region, we're now seeing 18.5 to 17 inches. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I still love it. I don't know. I still don't know. I don't think we get that high, but I still like that area as our bullseye. Anyone in Louisville, Cincinnati, Owensboro, or Evansville here? You better join my Discord. It's free, and you better post some pictures. I want to see so many snow pictures in the weather photos area. Evansville, TP, yo, you're gonna have if you like snow, you're gonna have a good time. Heather, Cindy, Louisville and Cindy definitely, but still Evansville and Owensboro, I still think get dumped on. Where can I join the Discord?
there's a link to my Discord in every single one of my YouTube videos. If you click on any of them, you just go to the description. The link's there. But if you don't want to do that, you don't want to leave the live, it's Connor's Climate Corner HQ. You can just add me as a friend. Connor's Climate Corner HQ. You can just add me as a friend. On Discord, Connor's Climate Corner HQ. And after the stream, and if you did join the stream during the Discord, guys, or join the Discord during the stream, you might not be able to see all the channels yet. About 10 minutes after I get off stream, I'll change everyone over to Climate Crew. You'll be able to see the whole Discord. The Discord is awesome. I promise you it's the best weather Discord out there. You get daily updates and highlights on everything that's going on, from snow to freaking lava and volcanoes. Everything's in there. And we're adding more. I joined. Nice, Anthony. Dallas-Fort Worth, guys, I know, and someone said earlier, nothing really is happening, underperformance. We have another low-pressure system back here. We have another system still forming back behind it. This is going to begin to move through the southern plains. Okay? You're going to get some moisture filling in here. This isn't you're probably only about 10 to 20% of the way through this, Dallas. We're waiting to see some more stuff flowing behind. Are the totals dropping for Kansas City? The latest Euro is putting 8.5 inches into Kansas City. What was it at the 18Z? They've actually come up slightly in the latest Euro. National Weather Service, if you want to get it straight from the National Weather Service, they're not being as nice to you. 5 inches. 5 inches from the National Weather Service. So I'm gonna say we're gonna land somewhere between the National Weather Service and the Euro. We'll give you guys 6 inches, 7 inches of snow. 6 to 7 inches of snow for you guys. Blade Runner, I appreciate it. Lindsay, I appreciate it. Leo, Adriana, you've unlocked limited theme and promote coupon. What does that mean? What I unlock, guys? Keep the momentum going. Oh, here we go, guys. Now I can start my poll. Do you really think St. Louis will get 15? No. No. I think the Euro's being too aggressive there. I'd be okay with St. Louis getting 8. I think you get a foot on the high end of St. Louis. There's certain areas I have to agree with the National Weather Service more. There's certain areas I agree with the Euro more. I love, again, the Evansville through Louisville and Cincinnati. Like, that's an area I feel like could end up getting just like stupid amounts of snow. Stupid amounts of snow, guys. I do like that area. Guys, are we seeing next week's winter storm yet on the Euro? I don't think we are, but let's take a look. Let's take a look. Are we still seeing a signal? I think we need to wait a little bit longer. Beautiful. You know what we are still seeing? Oh my gosh, our 540 line driving south. We're going to see some snow show up in the south in this run too on the Euro, I can guarantee it. Is there a new national blend? Yeah, let's look at the new national blend. Well, let's look at the newest national blend. Newest national blend of models. And guys, for anyone who doesn't understand the national blend of models, this takes not just every single operational run and control run from all our different models. Thanks, Taryn, Air Dancer. It takes every single member from every single model. So it's like hundreds of runs. Blend it together. And it's good. It's good to check snow totals. Notice they've got that 7.5 to 8.5 in St. Louis. Notice they're closer to that 5 to 6 inches in Kansas City. Still liking the chance for some snow into Dallas. Oklahoma City and Tulsa are looking good. Nashville's still looking good for 3 to 5 inches. Maybe you do better. But Nashville, I am worried about an underperformance because of the mixing, but you're still looking okay on the national blend. Where's our major snow in the national blend? Well, we can see almost 13 to 14 inches through here. Our next area that's really standing out, I would say, is here on the national blend. High confidence. And then obviously, we could really just say here.
you've got these. I mean, this area too, actually, right? These are the areas that you start to see the whites on the national blend that are really showing up. Far northwest Arkansas, south central to southwestern Missouri, northeastern Oklahoma, the southern border of Illinois and Illinois and Kentucky, southwestern Ohio, northwestern West Virginia, panhandle of Maryland, although DC, Baltimore look pretty good right now. Central to eastern Pennsylvania, up there in the Hudson Valley of upstate New York. And then you can see really pushing through everywhere up here. Coastal New England. Those are the big highlights on the latest national blend. Do you think Columbus, Ohio could get 10 inches of snow from this? Yeah. That's not even like... Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Hey. All right. Glad everyone answered the poll and we know what's going on. How about is Terre Haute, Indiana? You guys are expected to get 7.5 inches, National Weather Service. And then as we look into the high end, that's another area that could overperform. I think Indianapolis, Terre Haute. I think you guys could overperform there. That's not a bad spot, especially with the low pressure deepening now. You can see on the latest Euro. National Blend still likes the chance for 9 to 10 inches through your area. I think that might be a little high, but again, if there's going to be an overperformance, it might be in that area. 12 inches between Columbus and Cincinnati. Yeah, it's possible. You're probably going to get less. I give you like a 20 to 30% chance of that happening. Well, Southern Connecticut sea mixing, if you do, it's not going to be that noticeable. If you do, I do not think it's going to be that noticeable. How much more has our Euro loaded? Let's see. How much more is our Euro loaded? 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. Oh. Look at the jet buckling back here. Right there. Look at the jet buckling back here as we get into Wednesday, guys. Oh, man. What's our NAO doing? Northern Hemisphere. 500 millibar height anomalies. Oh, there we go. Bring this a little bit west. All right, how I looked at the 500 millibar height anomaly is we don't have as much Greenland blocking as we want, but we have an extremely negative WPO blocking to the north. I wonder if this thing slides a little bit further west. This looks like it's going to bring a southern snowstorm as this thing progresses in the model, but it's going to shove it off the coast or try to bring a nor'easter right off the coast. Let's see what happens, though, as it loads. That's my guess from looking at the 500 millibar. Let's see. Let's see how this thing loads. Do you think it's likely that ice crosses the Ohio River and mixes into southern Indiana? I don't think so. I think it's possible, but I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. Do we have solid confidence in the storm next weekend? I have solid confidence that we're going to have a collapse of Arctic air once again towards the Gulf. Snow is going to be produced somewhere. I don't know where it's going to go. Too far out to have any sort of confidence in a forecast, but I do have confidence in that cold air mass. Bel Air, Maryland is an interesting spot. Take a look. Let me know what you think. I like the way you asked that question. Really like the way you framed that question. It's really nice. I don't know why. 13 inches. No, that's not what I was going to say for you guys. 11 inches expected. 13 inches. High end. again, you're along that corridor here where we could get a strip of sleet and ice. I've been sticking with my gut for quite a while in this area, and I'm just like, I guess I'm a lot less concerned than most people here, and I think you're gonna do just fine with snow totals through here. I will say, if I had to like bet on it, I'd say you get 9.5 inches here, which is less than I think they're saying expected total. 10.5 to 11, but we'll see. There's a little bit of warmth that's going to come up this river. Interesting. What's our ice totals there? Quarter inch. You guys are going to be just fine. There's people out here. You're not, but there's people out here thinking that like the snow chances have just completely collapsed into ice and sleet, but that's a lie. Oscar, I appreciate you. Kayla, Daniel, Zach. Can you show how you got the NWS probabilistic? There you go. Leanne's on top of it. Can you show the new Euro for ice into DC and Philly? Yeah, let me see. There's that Clipper system there. Let's check it. Ice into DC and Philly on the latest Euro. Freezing rain total. Let's go into the Mid-Atlantic. There we go. There we go. I can already tell you, I think this is way overdoing it. A half inch to an inch. Way overdoing it. Let's take a look at our national blend for the same thing. This is blending all the models together. Under a 10th to a 10th, maybe to a 15th. I'd say the Euro solution is possible, but I don't buy it. Can you please show the Euro ice totals for Atlanta area? Guys, I'll show you, but if the Euro's being that aggressive up here, it's probably going to look crazy down in the southeast. All right, let's look at the Euro down here. Here's why, and this is another reason why I don't believe it. The Euro is suggesting more ice between DC and Philly than from Atlanta to Charlotte. It's going to be 20 degrees at the surface while it's precipitating in Charlotte. You're telling me that Philly's going to get more ice than them? I don't know. I don't think so, guys. God, over 2 inches in northern Mississippi. Again, still too high. Still too high for me. All right, anyways, let's see if we have anything loaded for our next weekend storm on here. There's that snow beginning to show up. Oh, interesting. Interesting what's happening up in New England there, but there's the snow starting to show up again. We're out here on the on Friday, 160 hours out. Boston snow totals, yeah, you guys are up there at this point. Your totals have continued to rise. You're expected 16 inches. I was talking about Boston yesterday, saying I was concerned. Initially, which honestly I never should have said that. I think we're probably seeing them overdoing snow up here. Again, there's gonna be some dry air that tries to push into New England. But yeah, I don't see mixing issues up in coastal New England. And with how deep the slow is going to be, yeah, Boston could get buried. Your guys expect it. I mean, your guys' high end could be up towards like 20 inches. That's at least what the National Weather Service thinks. It gives you 17 inches expected. That might be high, but I guess storm's looking impressive up there. New GFS shows it just flies away. Yeah, the Euro might show something like that too. That's what the 500 millibar suggested to me when I just looked at it for the Euro. So you get the snow still. Oklahoma, a little bit in Kansas, Oklahoma, into Texas. Disappears. Let's see what happens here.
Dang, I'm getting tired.
It's going to be all snow from DC to New York City. I don't know about all snow, but I think you're going to get a lot of snow. Toledo, Ohio, snow totals. 5.5 is expected. On the high end, they're giving you 12. What a difference. I'd get you closer to 6 inches probably in or around there just because, again, that high pressure. That high pressure Arctic mass to the north drying out some of your air. Champaign, Illinois, you're expecting 5 inches, and on the high end, they're saying 12. I still think the northern end could underperform just a tiny bit once you get too far north. Once you really get into that cold burning air. Wheeling, West Virginia. Let's take a look really quick, actually, also, guys. Let's take a look what's actually going on with the storm right now. Just some quick updates. Do still have this meso? Well, here, let me answer Wheeling, West Virginia, real quick. I'll probably hang on here. Man, it's 12. I didn't realize it was this late. I'll hang on here another 10 minutes. Let me answer some questions and go over what's happening with the storm here. Wheeling, West Virginia. Yeah, you guys are in a fantastic spot. I'm guessing they're putting a ton of snow in your area. Yeah, almost 13 inches expected. 15 inches on the high end. I'm not even going to say that's not possible. I think that's plausible. New Mexico getting some good snow back there. Probably mostly high elevation, a little bit of low elevation. We have some cold air driving in behind there. Starting to get some potentially ice as far south as Midland, Texas. You're going to get, and you can see this here, you're going to start to get this stuff filling in, heading towards Dallas-Fort Worth, El Dorado, Greenwood, Pine Bluff, DeQueen, Hot Springs, Arkansas, getting some ice, getting some sleet moving through. How do you pronounce this? Muskogee? Oklahoma City, Tulsa, you guys are still under a heavy snow mesoscale discussion. Bentonville, you got some heavy snow moving in. Russellville, you got some really nice snow moving in. Let's take a look at the actual reflectivity radar. Man. Fort Smith, get ready. McAllister. What's going on in McAllister right now? That might be the heaviest snow you've ever had in McAllister. Headed up towards Fort Smith. Moving out here into Little Rock, Hot Springs. Look at these bands, guys. These are just crazy. This is like super sleet through here right now. I don't know that some of that isn't falling as snow though. But there's your line there. Little Rock could have. It's hard to tell right now because it's such a close. It's so close. But is anyone in Little Rock now? Is it snowing heavy? Is it sleeting or is it freezing rain? Because you guys are right on the border there. What's your temperatures there? I guess surface temperatures aren't really going to matter. So, anyone in Little Rock? Muskogee. Tom's River here. New Jersey here. Thank you. No problem, Esther. You guys are going to have a good snow day Saturday night and a Sunday morning. Yeah. Is it snowing there? It is? Okay. Because it's tough to tell. Obviously, you've got a nice split of. Usually models overdo the sleet a little bit. Like I'm guessing it's probably even snowing as far south as here. So Muskogee. Now I'm getting different things, guys. Indy, you guys are one of the areas I think could actually at this point overperform. Long Island is Long Island. The expected amount on Long Island is 12 to 13 inches now. I think the National Weather Service is tripping with that one, but I'll leave it at that. I think it's probably gonna be closer to 10, 9 to 10, but I hope I'm wrong. Muskogee. Okay, I've seen like 20 different spellings now.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I think we just went over that earlier. 6 inches expected. Man, 11 inches on the high end. Guys, I don't know. I'm starting to get, holy crap. Tiredness just hit me in the face. I'm going about 3 hours. Hey, I'm going to do what I normally do tomorrow. I'm going to try to wake up. I'm not going to try. I'm going to wake up early. Maybe I'll sleep into like 7 or 8 a.m. God, or maybe I'll get on and live stream early. What chat and Climate Crew, what would you guys prefer? I skip a video tomorrow morning and I just straight up hop on and live stream for 2 hours? Or I put out a video and then don't live stream tomorrow? What's better? Either one works for me. Live stream. Maybe 2 or 3 hours in the morning, starting at 7, 8, or 9, somewhere in there. Live stream. Oh, okay, it's clear. Both. I would do both. I'm just short for time. Sleep in. All right, I'm gonna live stream tomorrow morning. I might. Maybe I'll do. I'll see if I get up early enough I can put together a quick video. But I'm definitely gonna live. I'll live stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're gonna have big updates tomorrow morning. Where is this gonna be when I wake up tomorrow? Let's take a look. Let's take a look where the latest HRRR thinks we're gonna be looking at this storm. As I'm getting up in the morning, there's around 7 a.m. We could be snowing in western Tennessee. We could have snow pushing into the St. Louis area. We could have snow potentially approaching Appalachia. We're icing all the way out into Alabama, getting some snow potentially into western Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Illinois. And look at this precipitation still coming in off the back here. This is what I'm talking about, where this stuff fills in. Dallas-Fort Worth, if you think that this is your storm and you're just getting lucky right now and you're missing everything, you got a long ways to go here. Now, it's good that you're not getting a ton of freezing rain and sleet right now. That'll help in the long run, but you still got a lot to go. Discord link. The link to my Discord is in every single one of my YouTube videos. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it linked in my YouTube lives. I'm struggling with that. It's in every single one of my YouTube videos. Also, you can just add me on Discord. It's literally Connor's Climate Corner, exactly like my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X. Everything is spelled Connor's Climate Corner, HQ. Connor's Climate Corner, HQ. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to make everyone who's joined the Discord a member of the Climate Crew so you can see all the channels, post your pictures, make sure they're appropriate, and videos of snow and stuff. And yeah, I'm excited to see. Let's see, has anyone gotten any more pictures in here yet? We got weather talk, weather photos. Yeah, we're starting to get some nice photos. We're starting to get some snow. And again, tomorrow morning, what I will do, even if I don't put out a video, I will update the latest NWS snowfall totals, the latest national blend, the latest 72-hour expected and high-end snow and ice totals, the latest HRRR temperatures, and all the fun stuff in here. We'll make sure all these are updated for you guys in the morning. It's going to be fun. It'll be fun stream tomorrow morning. I miss doing my morning streams. All right, I'm going to update everyone and make you all part of the Climate Crew on the Discord. Mods, you are amazing. Everyone here, I really, really appreciate all the support. I appreciate the follows, appreciate the subs, appreciate the gifts, appreciate you just being here, asking questions. You don't need to give anything to me, but I do appreciate you guys. And yeah, join the Discord, have some fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Everyone stay safe. Please check on the elderly, check on the animals, especially the dogs who are in the way of this ice storm. Love you all. Good night. See you.